When are we not live? When is there not content?
Oh, that's a segue. I mean, when we do white noise, we're not live. So
I mean, we've done white noise live twice.
Yeah,
we've done that show live before, but the odd thing is, it might as well be live. Legit, aside from a couple of edits on white noise, and that's usually adding an intro and an outro to it. It's not like what's put the tape is heavily doctored or anything like that. I don't. It's not how I operate anyway.
Yeah.
Unless you say some wild shit. I'm sorry. What you gonna say? So,
I think the only wild shit I say is my takes.
Yeah, Drip said he's feeling away this week. Shouts to the chat. Rather Steve in the building. I mean, it's two-man crew for right now. I mean, I will assume that. I mean, again, we're barely a minute into the live portion of the show. Yeah, fill the chat up though. If you're in the chat, shout yourself out. Big yourself up, chat. Chat. How is your week?
There we go.
Mimi, how you doing?
How y'all doing?
There's no way am I good today?
Were you bad?
Am I good today? I mean,
wait a minute.
That's the question. Were you bad?
No, I guess the question is, would I have a reason to not be good? I guess I'm fine, but would I have a reason to not be good? I guess is the question. I don't want to answer that question without knowing what's going on. Usos versus New Day pre-show tag title match.
What's that?
Is that what's going on right now?
Right now?
I don't know what's going on. Please hit the like button, chat. If you're in the chat right now, if you took your time out to be in the pregame before whatever shenanigans is going to be going on today, hit the like button in the chat.
Hey, Drippy.
If you can, if you feel, I'm sorry, I don't want to. I wasn't good during. I was lit during. I will say this. I was lit during that Zoom.
Oh, is that okay? Can we talk about how you just exited out and then completely ignored me?
No, this is what happened. So Rumble started at 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
I started. Did we record Saturday, Drip? We recorded White Noise Saturday.
Yeah.
I think after White Noise, because I wanted to make some chicken, so I was I'm gonna fry some chicken. And when I started frying chicken, I started drinking. So by the time, like I wasn't super lit, but like I had a little bit more to drink than I thought I would by the time the Rumble started. I felt that at a certain point I was doing too much in the chat. Like I didn't want to be yelling. I didn't want to be too. So I said I'm gonna remove myself from the chat
situation
for a little bit.
And then you fell asleep.
And then I fell asleep.
At least you didn't fall asleep on the Zoom.
I woke up.
Like, oh.
What time was it when I woke up? It was like 12:30.
Oh wow. Almost when
I was in my chair. Right? I woke up and it was time to go to bed, so I just went to bed. But then like I woke up early the next day and caught up on stuff. But yeah, that's what happened. I didn't want to spend the night yelling at people. I didn't because my family was already damn. You was going crazy on that. I was in the dining room. Like my computer was right there, and TV was right there. Like it was lit, but it was getting to be 9:00, and
they were like, "Why are you yelling? I'm trying to use the phone."
We got Lewis.
Niggas, this nigga, he be great all the time. I tell him he great. I let people be great.
He's drinking a juice box.
The thing was, I will say, this is fact. Zero was looking Yardbird, but no, because actually, I was drinking some Heineken. I had a couple shots, but like I had something that wasn't in what I was planning on drinking, and I think that my body said, "Nah, it's time for you to take it down." But I still feel like what I was saying was right. I don't think the men's rumble was better than the women's rumble.
You were so wrong, and me and math were so right. It's not even funny.
About what?
The matches for the titles and all. We'll get to that when the show starts.
No, I was so wrong about what though?
We'll get to it when the show starts.
I got everybody. Rock is here.
No, wait, I don't know. What was I wrong about? I was wrong about the end results of what the Mania matches are going to be.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't know about that part because I started eating noodles and I muted you.
No, I respect it. That's why I took myself out the chat. That's why I'm
wrong. You were wrong for telling Drip to shut up.
Oh, he did?
No, I didn't.
You ever heard the way he talked to me before? Why did I tell him to shut up? Why did I tell Rock was wild too? Why did I tell him to shut up?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I gotta. I'll say my bad. My fault.
No. This is
there was nothing wrong.
It's a family affair.
My fault.
You still gotta say you're sorry to family.
I'm sorry.
What I'm
sorry
saying
to tell you
is,
to shut up.
ain't nobody holding this against you because
never.
he didn't remember.
Didn't even really.
He'll tell me the SSD when he feeling away.
No, he won't.
Yes, he will. He's done it before. Or shut the F up.
He has to learn these things. The only way he's gonna learn is when he gets his ass whipped.
Wait a second, you went from being on his side to just switch.
That's a whole nother thing. But y'all don't remember, but it shocked Mimi so much that she was like,
when I
a
said
lot
it?
of things. No, it's a lot of things he said that night was shocking me. The
tone he was wrong all night.
Yeah.
Apparently, I wasn't wrong.
He was wrong all night.
Apparently, I wasn't wrong.
No, you were definitely wrong.
Everybody was making switches, and I was the only one that was right.
Everybody. I wasn't switching up on. My narrative has remained.
No, I'm talking right now. I'm talking about the predictions.
What you have to understand is, we all see the obvious. You aren't the only one because you wear glasses.
Oh no, what I'm saying is, I was actually more surprised that people were changing. Is my thing, because I figured everybody thought that Cody's going to win, Rhea's going to win. That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand strategy, but at a certain point,
Mange, who was absolutely wrong every week.
Mange knew he threw the towel in early.
Mange is wrong. Mange has sent us predictions for the last 8 months.
He has
been wrong for 8 months.
I am not trying to control a narrative. Matter of fact,
hold on.
I'm over here.
This is the reason why I said you're not going to win. My first promo was we are going to defend the title.
Yeah.
Mange is the first victim, which he was.
He was.
You're not going to win because you have sent me predictions that have included Tito Santana coming back.
Tito Santana.
Rick the Model Martel winning the Royal Rumble. So when Mange sent his picks in and changed them, but he sends them. I don't know if y'all get them separately.
He definitely sends them to me. He definitely sends
them to me and Cal. Mm-hmm. He's been sending them to me and Cal.
Yeah.
And when I see it, and I say,
bother me.
Mange sent
that's my Mange
to me that said your food. I chuckled because
he said your food
because when he changed his pick to The Rock, I said, "Oh, you're definitely losing."
Yeah, no, I laughed when I saw it.
You've lost.
I laughed when I saw it.
So, what I'm saying is, my pick was Sami Zayn for the Rumble. When I saw the match order change, oh, Sami Zayn's not winning.
Right.
This has to be Cody Rhodes. So, strategy comes in from there on.
Of course.
Because we know Cody Rhodes is win. Well, I agree with Drip from the jump that Seth Rollins should have won.
Well, Mimi and I both had Seth Rollins.
He probably should have.
I didn't know Mimi had Seth Rollins.
He probably should have.
To me, it was either those two, and I'm like, I'm not picking Cody Rhodes. I'll be stubborn and lose, then correct and wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Same here. This is why
I gotta have a code. Like,
it's no reason why LA Knight should lose to Bray Wyatt, regardless if it's his match back. I'm gonna go out on when everybody said Bray Wyatt.
You weren't wrong to pick LA Knight either. I was like, watch them pull some like Bray Wyatt fuckery, and Uncle Howdy help LA Knight.
LA Knight,
and they did it. They just did it after the match instead of during the match. It's like,
yeah, but it still sounded like you was wrong if Bray won the match. There was no point when you were right in that situation. But you telling me I'm wrong. I'm trying to understand where I was wrong.
No. When we had,
I was right
during Bianca Alexa, and everyone's like, "This is a bad match. It's so boring. We already know who's going to win anyway. They're just wasting our time." And this is when we brought up Fam's point of what he said the last 2 months. Basically, is that Bianca Belair is a great champion, but they have done her a disservice by giving her these, especially this Alexa Bliss feud, this lackluster opponent after she beat Bayley, basically multiple times in a row. And what we had said is that hurt Bayley, and it made Bianca look too strong to the point where like, Bianca can't lose this title to anyone but Rhea Ripley, but we'll get to that later. And she ends up having that decision played out.
That's where I was wrong.
Well, you had said like this match doesn't matter. Then me and Matt are like, well, neither does the main event. That result is a locked in. Like that title match didn't matter. The story is the only thing that's mattered.
No, I agree.
No, you weren't agreeing.
But what I'm saying again, with a clear mind right now, what I'm saying is, but
full heart.
But the thing is, the story, like we have to admit that the story for the Bloodline
supersedes
everything. No. Listen to what I'm about to say. The story for the Bloodline is infinitely better than the Bianca Alexa Bliss. So regardless of
everything, and that was my argument, that nothing on this show has mattered. Both shows has mattered except Sami Zayn and the Bloodline.
Right.
So you can't put it on Bianca for having a bad feud or a bad match, because what are the tag champs doing? They're feuding with Sami Zayn in a way, or Kevin Owens.
It's not a. It's
the
not
IC champ is just facing all comers. The US champ is back.
It's not a 1-to-1.
No, I agree with that. I agree that you're right. It is not a 1-to-1. That's what I'm saying.
That's what we was.
And the other thing I had brought up
said, y'all are saying the same thing.
That's probably what somebody said.
At the
What's
Royal
up?
Rumble, the SmackDown Women's title wasn't defended at all. Charlotte Flair is just at home Sunday night.
That.
But this is what we've been talking about since Survivor Series, that like one story has mattered so much and we're all captivated by it, rightfully so. But
I'm not
every other aspect of the show has suffered, and I don't think that's on the performers, or it's just they haven't done a good job because they're just biding time for the Rumbles. What they were doing have they set in place with Rhea now has Charlotte on her sights.
I don't understand how you doing that. That's a swallow.
It's what we go to.
Is it? No, facts. No, big fact. A pack of those.
But no, Cal. Listen, back in the day.
No, shrinkflation. That's shrinkflation.
Juice. Look at this.
That's shrinkflation. It ain't even fitting in your hand. Nah.
Yes.
You were a little kid and that shit was as big as your head.
My hand was this big then.
Exactly. But no, that's shrinkflation.
This is Wick juice. This is what Wick is going. Nigga, you can't do nothing with this.
The problem is what's happening is that's what it is.
Going down.
2 or 3 years ago, it was probably a pack of 18 that was a certain weight. Now it's a pack of 24. It's the same weight. They just making them smaller.
They're stepping on the juice.
Yes. They have tapped on the juice.
They're stepping on the juice, the chips, everything. Whatever you thought you.
Well, chips
today's
are
price.
You would get the bag of chips, open it, and it's like.
But it's worse. It's worse. They're taking out like 5 chips that they used to put in the bag. They said they're specifically doing that. They used to give you.
It's 7. It's a 7 chip limit, nigga.
It's facts.
I think you put 8 in there.
It's facts. They did the math. They did the math. Taking them 7 chips out of each bag saves them however many millions per year because they don't have to make that many that many. I guess.
And charge you $5 for a bag that costs $2.
Shrinkflation. I'm trying to tell you, it's been going on.
You must have never been in a drought. You better.
No, a lot of people ain't been in a drought. That's why people are going crazy.
But didn't Atlanta predict this with the prices on the can? Because even Arizona,
they did.
Right?
No, they did.
Yeah,
they did.
Because the guy saying it, he's like, the prices on the can.
Well, again, Matt, they didn't grow up with the cartoons. One for you, one for me. One for you, 1, 2 for me. The kids don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that.
Mm-hmm.
We too old.
So what is that from?
You're in college, Sean.
It's from all of the Looney Tunes.
Okay.
Bugs Bunny would say it. All of them. One for you, one for me.
2 for
and then
you.
Wu-Tang did it.
1, 2 for me.
I'm sorry. Back when anyway. I'm sorry.
Back to the Rumble, nigga.
No, people think I left because Cal was like, "Shut the fuck up." No, I was just too tired to have an argument with drunk Cal on a Zoom in front of 10 other people. I'm like, I don't have the time for this.
Did I say shut the fuck up, or did I just say shut up?
Apparently to him,
it was shut up.
I can't remember.
Oh,
and that's what
I don't think
I did say shut up, Drip. Now when he just said it, I just got the flashback when he repeated it.
What were we saying?
Oh my God, we have company.
Please, nah, it's been way worse in them Zooms and it ain't been me.
Oh, nigga,
this time it
was
was
you this time.
That's what I'm saying. In the past, it's been worse. It was me on Saturday.
He apologized.
Nigga, look at Cuz. Look what Cuz said.
Of course he gonna say that. Of course he gonna say that. Especially
when Fam wasn't there. That was the thing.
Fam was there.
See?
Not when I was there.
Fam was in and out. Fam's
screen was there.
Yeah, and Fam was on, but Fam wasn't in front of the computer.
Fam's fucking dining room table was in there.
Fam's MO. If they said it, Cal did that shit. That's just what it is. Cal, did I say shut the fuck up?
If you go back you go back and they said Vin and Cal was lawn darting Drip.
That sounds crazy. He was talking about pitch black.
They were both wrong with it. As Matt and I said, like their argument didn't make any sense.
They've been calling me Mr. McMahon. I don't know if it was a heel turn at this point. That's just that was.
How the fuck did I get hater?
I don't know. Don't ask
you. What'd you do?
That's what I'm trying. Vaughn.
I don't know what's going on.
Not you.
Exactly. Tell that motherfucker.
I don't know what's going on.
Tell that motherfucker, Mimi.
That wasn't him, Vaughn.
Shut up, Sin. Cal admitting anything, he's still wrong.
Cal, it's the first step. What that? I mean, hey, I'm just trying to be honest. But again, that's why I left. You see, I left. I knew it wasn't going to be good, and I left.
Hold on. Wait. Let's be clear on something.
Let's be clear.
Vaughn.
What he say?
Be clear, Vaughn.
He said Math is a hater and turnbuckle.
No, Math come in and niggas got used to the temperature. So what happens is the motherfuckers started to choose violence when I come in. It's all good. It's all good. But do remember, when it goes around,
it comes around.
It comes right back around.
I wish I remember what this conversation was about. I really do. That now I do remember saying that the Rumble match was whack at certain points. There were some points where that shit was whack.
It wasn't even that bad. No, it wasn't.
I don't want to see Logan Paul. I'm sorry. I don't want to see Logan Paul. I didn't like Cody Rhodes entering at that late in the Rumble. There was things about I didn't like. I'm sorry.
Hold on. I'm not mind seeing Logan Paul. I don't like seeing Logan Paul get props for doing shit that other people do. And those people who do it.
But guess what?
This is Cody Dre's whole argument. Shout out to Cody Dre. He was right.
First off,
what Logan Paul for what other people do on a weekly basis.
Hold on. First off,
weekly? I don't know.
First off,
Hangman Page is a buckshot lariat every Wednesday.
First off, yes, I said the whole thing was whack. That I didn't like the Marvel match. First off, happy Black History Month. Shouts out to Ricochet. Logan Paul can be the most frog splash in his ass. If Ricochet wasn't doing that jump, wasn't nobody else going to make it. And Math, you're right, and that's why I don't want to. That's why I don't even want to bother seeing Logan Paul.
I'm not.
Mello posted. Mello posted.
Yeah.
Who did it better? He did it better.
We know.
When you look at it,
he's doing it the reverse. He's doing the springboard back.
So
Logan Paul's this huge star. Everyone, and he's a celebrity. He's not doing this on a weekly basis. That's why he'll get these extra props because.
I think the problem is I've already been past his bullshit. Like I don't want to see Logan Paul because I've not rocked with Logan Paul before people started rocking with him when he was doing boxing and stuff. I'm years past his shit. So when in 2023, when he's one of the guys coming down after he broke, he had all these types of injuries. He had ice all over his body after the Saudi match, and now he just running down that line. I'm good.
Think that was a work.
I think it was whack, and I will say it was whack, and I'm not gonna act like I think that shit is cool because he can jump across the ring and meet Ricochet. I'm sorry.
I feel you.
Now we're gonna have to see him have a match at Mania.
I think they're gonna main event him and Seth Rollins.
They're gonna what?
I think they could main event night one if it's not Charlotte.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Seth Rollins and Logan Paul.
Please don't put that in the universe. Don't.
Huh? Wait, did this happen Monday?
Talk to him because if I tell him to shut up again, I'm gonna be wrong again.
But you ain't have to say shut up.
Because Cody Roman is night 2, Sunday night. I think Logan Paul, Seth Rollins is Saturday night. Unless
you wouldn't put no women's matches in the main event before Logan Paul,
Charlotte,
Seth Rollins.
Going to be a bigger deal than Logan Seth.
You wouldn't put any title match before. What is Logan Paul and Seth going to be even fighting for?
Not the Logan Paul is a celebrity. They've done celebrities in the main event before.
I would argue that he is not a celebrity.
Well,
he is just notable. He's just notable. He is not very likable. I do not understand why he has 32 million people following him. I personally don't think that those people are active. I don't think that he's a celebrity. But I digress.
Hold on. Listen.
No, you're right. I agree with Mimi.
My children. When they came up and my children knew who the fuck it was, I said, "Oh, he's a that's a celebrity."
Mm-hmm. Notable.
The kids rock with him on YouTube. The kid, because all the kids watches YouTube, and he's all over the YouTubes. I
didn't know who these people were.
Right,
brother. I didn't know who they were.
Your kids started bugging out though.
My kid, they didn't bug out. They were just like, "Oh, that's."
They knew who he was. Yeah,
they wasn't bugging though. Bugging is like when, you know what I mean. You see
Mickey Mouse.
Like when my son, like Mickey Mouse in your house.
Right.
Yeah, when the motherfuckers run across the floor, you like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Stop on them. Stop them.
Is anyone actually going to stomp on it though?
Yo, check this out.
That's right. Damn.
I came in right. One of the motherfuckers was crawling up my step. Like I had been killing.
What house? Which house?
Huh?
Which house?
Shit, here. Like it was. Now they done did all kind of shit around my house.
I hate that.
Like the lady next door.
You dig them out.
Huh?
You dig them out when they start doing construction around your way. You dig out the fucking rodents.
It was a yeah. So it was a we were on the field. Like this used to be a orange field and shit like that.
Oh.
So the lady next door had them, and then obviously they came here. They came next door, so on and so forth. This was maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. So I come in the house. This motherfucker was crawling up the steps. picked his ass up like, listen, homeboy, it's time to go. Put him in the box.
You pick him up like 911 in ECW?
Son, put him in the box. My kids, only one of them could talk. Like, where we going? Don't worry about it. What's in the box? Don't worry about it.
That was Moo Moo. That was Moo Moo.
Yes. The nosy motherfucker. Drove down the block and frisbeed his ass.
You picked up a feral mouse?
I've done that before.
So around, it was the same time we had just got an exterminator. Shout out to my man. Shout out to Mike. He come over this bitch every month and lay everything down every month, right? So,
Oh my God.
he had laid down all kind of traps and shit that wherever this house and my house met, you know what I'm saying? So, when I'm sitting in the trap, I picked him up. He's still alive. Stuck on the trap though. So you already know, like, listen, homeboy, I put Conway on my iPods. So you know I was ready to kill something. So I put him in the bag. Zipped up the bag. Like, I'm sorry, my brother. You ain't gonna make it out this bag.
You didn't start beating the bag, did you?
He died.
You didn't take the bag. It was like, bang.
Nah, I ain't. You know what I mean?
You didn't chef him up.
Yeah, that was it.
That's all he needed.
Yeah, that was it.
Damn. There was one time it was a mouse. If they got a long tail, you could fling that
His
motherfucker.
long tail, yeah.
As long as they're not trying to bite you, and then you just go wash your hands.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't fuck with rats or mice, nah.
No, you don't.
That's
fuck
why-
with rats. You don't fuck-
Absolutely not. But
you definitely don't fuck with
oh my God. Would you pick up a rat?
A
No.
rat? No, that's ridiculous.
Them rat bastards, that's all up and down. All right,
There's been too many times where I've been in the subway station waiting for the number one in the middle of Times Square,
Oh,
and
God.
a rat crawling up on the rail
Mm.
on and sometimes it was one day. RIP, that rat must have just died. So I think a train, and that whole week, the guts. It was not, but they just around, like, you can't escape them, you can't
No, you
see
can't.
them. But if you go to New York, they there.
So,
Mm.
shout out when anybody know Mondawmin Mall. It's West Baltimore, right? It's the heart of the city. I'm at work, and they would always tell me, at the time I was at Kids Foot Locker, right? But they would always tell me, like, yo, you met Ralph? Like, who the fuck is Ralph? When I was at Foot Locker, which is upstairs.
Oh my God.
It was anyway, they remodeled, but Foot Locker was upstairs. Like, yo, you met Ralph, yeah? Like, nah, they're like, don't worry about it. You gonna meet him.
Ralph?
So I'm downstairs now, right?
I don't like
At
where this is
Kids Foot Locker. And in Kids Foot Locker at the time, the racks where they keep the sneakers, like the boxes of sneakers, it would be racks and you had to move them. But at Mondawmin, it's like the leading sneakers spot at the time on the East Coast.
Right.
So
Of course.
the Kids Foot Locker was huge. The back room was huge.
Mm.
So somebody goes in and tries to find, it was like a Jack Purcell Converse.
Okay.
If it's any sneaker niggas in here, Sneaker Man, Corey,
Sneak 'em.
they don't know nothing about that shit. So I'm looking for a Jack Purcell. No one went and got him, but it's all the way in the back. So when I walk by, it's the
The peripheral.
peripheral.
Up in your peripheral.
I don't pay no
Yeah.
mind because it could be somebody back there.
Right?
This is correct.
That big?
This is correct.
So I turn
There's a-
around, look, search. You know what I mean? This mouse drop was all over the place. Whatever.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why I know when they're around, because I can smell them.
Because you've been around it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you ain't never been around no shit that smell like that ever again in your life.
Never. No, it's a distinct smell.
It is.
So I came back with the sneaker. It's something moving.
I'm just like grabbing a box real quick and be like,
is that right?
No, like if you're there where they are, you always know the smell. It ain't just when they pop up.
Yeah.
It's just, it always smells like that. So
like if you walk into somebody's house and it smells like that,
smell it.
Don't eat.
Oh shit! No. Walk out. Oh my god! The stove is on. My fault. I gotta wash my hair.
Right.
Peripheral.
Put in your peripheral.
So son, when I look, I say, yo, the fuck is that squirrel doing in here? This motherfucker was this long. And he was gone. So I'm closing up the store. Like I'm the manager. So I close the store. This nigga, if you know how tall the hole in the trash can is from the floor, he was standing on his back legs and still looking in the trash.
Stop it.
And they said, that's Ralph.
What? How they haven't where's animal control?
Shit.
Ralph was, and they said,
no, you gotta call the regular police for that.
Yeah, they said we need a gun. Fuck a net.
In the mall at the time, in the mall, it was Popeyes pizza place.
They turned him into a mutant ninja rat. Like,
and they said, listen, Ralph has been here so long, he is the mall's rat. This nigga eats Popeyes pizza and lo mein every day. This is why he looks like a third grader.
It's a whole child.
What?
Yo, Ralph,
right.
I'm surprised
I
ain't never seen him.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Ralph was big as shit.
That's ridiculous.
That's all I have.
That is. How you doing, fam?
Hey guys.
You good? So it's the episode is peripheral. How do you spell peripheral?
You gotta add a bunch of U's and R's.
Okay, that's what I did in the doc.
UFL.
P-U-H.
Let me
R-I-F-F-E-R-R-R. He was hitting the, you know what I mean? He was taking that here until he said R-R-R-R-R-R.
So wait, Ken, what was the tequila of choice tonight?
That's a good question.
Several.
Let's get two.
We were just. So we tried. We were doing this. They had a tequila on tap, right?
Oh,
right. The joint connected to the hotel across the street. It's on the other side of where we go watch the game.
Oh yeah. They just made that place, right?
They had it was margaritas on tap.
New, right? I've been in those situations before.
That's new, right?
Yes.
What hotel?
The wine. I tell you about it.
Mind your business.
Nah. I tell you about it.
On air.
When we was talking about, I tell you about it. But the first one and it's kind of the nature of what I do. Like the first one they had, I was just like, nah, just right out the tap. I need the regular because I need a base to know
what's going on.
And nigga threw coffee in the next one. I said, yeah,
coffee. Wow.
Hey, listen.
Oh, you was
double
on the
hammy.
Toilet. You was on the toilet when he started.
He was like, I can neither confirm or deny.
Yuck.
And I got these.
He said they're good.
The coffee margarita or the coffee.
That nigga lying.
No, I'm not.
Like shit. Look at him.
Come through.
No.
Oh, why?
No.
Wait, what?
There's more for me.
No.
You know what I mean?
We gotta.
They
bring it up.
They had the birria empanadas. Oh my gracious!
Empanadas.
Who's in there living?
Then they had what was it? It was taquito egg roll.
Oh yeah, no, you
Was this from 7-Eleven?
No,
Stop it.
No, sir. They was back there chefing it up.
It sound like it.
Son.
And
then they had Old Bay shrimp. Old Bay shrimp.
Banana.
No. Quesadillas.
Y'all wilding in here. Just putting people names and shit and shit. Y'all wilding.
Ralph roll is funny.
Ralph roll is crazy.
Ralph roll.
I'm most definitely hungry right now.
Sorry.
Oh.
I haven't had dinner.
I make that mistake almost every time I'm about to record, and then I fix it, and then you get the mukbang episode.
Yeah, that's how you get. The Chick-fil-A bag is just right next to the computer. Like
your what bag?
The Chick-fil-A bag.
Oh, eat, nigga. Eat that homophobic chicken. That's what it is.
They are, man.
I'm saying he's the one. I'm saying.
Cousins.
He'll be the one with the Chick-fil-A bag right here.
It'd be good too.
Yeah, we're doing this.
It'd be good.
That's you.
They might be homophobic, but they make.
That's you. That's you with them damn Haribos.
You know how many people are like, you know what? They're gonna have to cuss me out directly for me to stop eating this.
He said, "I'm ready."
That chicken good.
If you gotta eat, you gotta eat. Just mute the mic.
I was just talking to somebody. They was like, "Hey, listen, nigga, my gay cousin love Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A started in Atlanta.
Love it." Said he gonna have to cuss me out to
all
my
your
face.
cousins. all of your cousins love Chick-fil-A.
They just be spicy eating the nuggets.
It's a lot of people. It's one of those things, you know.
He with me. He right there with me. I ain't by myself.
People be like, they're homophobic as shit, but not enough to make me stop getting that damn deluxe.
Right. They ain't say nothing bad about black people. Yeah.
People are saying that shit
Black
too.
Rasslin.
Look at him.
Look at him. Good trip. Just say Happy Black History Month, Trip.
Fam said they ain't crossed that line yet until.
Don't you say?
They ain't crossing that line.
When in doubt,
cross that one.
What y'all do to set off Black History Month yesterday?
What did I do?
Me? Nothing.
What did I do?
Old dirty.
I drank Kool-Aid.
You did.
Did I do something specific?
High level niggatry.
How you make a Kool-Aid? How you make the Kool-Aid?
Great question.
I know what I did. Hold up.
So you gotta see the thing with Kool-Aid is you make it warm. So you make it warm so it's off the rip. But my ice machine fucked up. You know what I mean? So it's, and I don't have my what's his name anymore, but
that's amazing.
But it's
working your records.
It's a pack and a half. It's a pack and a half of Kool-Aid. Maybe four bloops.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah. How big is a spoon?
Yeah, how big is a bloop?
What you mean?
Are we doing
not a spoon? That's
a serving spoon?
That's a cup.
Yeah, but I say I don't think it's a spoon.
Ain't no damn spoon.
Yeah,
I thought you meant the spoon to stir it.
A wooden spoon and what a big wood spoon?
It's one of them big holes.
First of all,
Wait, Drip, have you had Kool-Aid? Ever had Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
Drip said Drip had black friends in California.
Big Mike, his dad.
Yeah, shouts to Big Mike.
Big Mike,
Big Mike, that's him making the Kool-Aid right now. He said,
"What you thinking that goddamn metal tub back there? That is purple Source Rex, and they got the purple Source Rex in the tub back there, and on the side that's the label that you got to pour it out with. You know what I'm saying? Right there with the love. That is." And the reason why he's making that face is because they let Davis make it and he did not put enough sugar in it.
Ain't no sugar.
Why
that would be the thing. I would pour too much sugar. Like,
ain't no way. Ain't no such thing.
Well, no, like my mom would make Kool-Aid, like, and then I'd be like, "Can we add a little bit more sugar?" And she's like, "I don't want to give you too much sugar." I'm like, "I want it to taste good."
Drip said, "This don't taste like Deshaun House." Hold up.
Like,
Well, because
tastes
my mom
like
would
Tang.
be like, not.
Tastes like Tang. Is
This
funny.
tastes like Tang. I don't want this.
Sir,
I like
my mom would
Tang
get us
too.
Kool-Aid instead of like soda, like so.
I never got
She would
black.
like try to.
That's a black.
Wait.
Wu-Tang.
She gave you Kool-Aid instead of soda.
But she would not try to like over sugar the Kool-Aid would be the thing. Like she would always try to be like not as much caffeine or like not on like these certain occasions. So it's like juice, Kool-Aid,
Yo.
but not as much
Purple
sugar. Like
stuff.
tea.
Damn,
But then
the
with tea, I'd be like,
problem
can we
is-
pour some sugar in the
Gotta
tea,
pour the
please?
sugar in
Like,
the tea, too.
I want to call the episode Wu-Tang for that joke that nobody else heard, but it's only funny to me. Nobody cares about that type of stuff. No, fam, you.
Looks for.
It was
and I'm not saying it was always watered down, but I'd be like, let's just add a little
put
bit
some
more
sugar
sugar,
in this
please.
yeah. Put some sugar.
Little bit
If the shit
more.
needs some sugar, it needs some sugar. That's that. And
Yo,
that ain't even-
imagine the white dudes they start the movie, right? Doesn't matter what movie it is, and it's a white movie. It's not a black movie, but it's gonna be a white movie about like a dude that's cool, like the Jonah Hill movie that just came out.
you
Eddie
people.
You people.
You people, right? At the beginning, it should have started, and he should have been at home. And he was jamming, right? And he jammed some Wu-Tang, but it was the end of a Wu-Tang song, right?
Right.
And then the song switches, and in the next song on the goddamn title, because he used title because he's down with the people,
Fact.
right? The next song is in this playlist is pour some sugar on me, right? And he poured the sugar in the Kool-Aid.
In the Kool-Aid.
He sing pour some, and then
Yo, if Vin don't do this shit,
and then Sam J come in and she make sugar on sugar.
are you figgying with is it figgying in the apartment or just on?
That's Sam J.
music?
So that's his homegirl is this DJ and she hosts the podcast with him.
Sarah J.
Sam J, you wild,
Stop
not
it.
Triple H.
Not during Black Hit. Well, next
He Sarah J was on there. He was playing more than a game.
That
Don't even
will
worry
get his
about that.
attention.
But no, and he poured the sugar on man. He's making the Kool-Aid, and then they start the podcast. That'd have been an amazing start to the movie.
Shit. Speaking of which,
You start write my screenplay. God dang it!
I think you just wrote the screenplay for how I'm starting the show.
And it's like,
Damn
you're
it.
like, and then he pours the sugar. Like,
On me.
Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed part of All-Star Wrestling.
Damn.
He getting
We
sugar
gonna-
poured on him. He getting sugar poured on him.
Welcome back to BRP.
Yuck.
Clearly,
Yuck.
God is still working on us.
Somebody else is working on cuz.
You just
Sugar
Oh,
is working
really?
on- Look at this. I don't know what's going on up there, but I
Right.
don't like it.
that's that
I
margar.
don't
That's
like it.
that's the margaritas on tap. That's what happened.
Goddamn egg roll taquitos.
You stupid. That's that
Well, we in
peripheral.
LA, we let Cuz talk to all the Hispanic people. You gotta let Cuz speak to all of them. No, he's speaking right
him. Bring him up. Bring him.
there. Come on, yeah, no, Cuz, come on,
Nah. Cuz from the barrio.
No.
From the barrio part of Seven.
No, he didn't say Barrio. He said Baltimore. I'm sorry. He said
Barrio.
Baltimore.
body more.
Barrio, man.
Oh, you're from
Four
Baltimore.
R's. Barrio.
Sorry. Yeah.
This nigga gonna cause me like, yo, this is for La Raza. They gonna beat him up. Orderly, I say. Immediately, they gonna beat him up.
Yeah, it's gonna be him though. It's gonna be him.
And now it's gonna be all of them. That's how it's gonna go. They're gonna be stomping on Cuz. Coming, I ain't mean no harm.
Ah! Oh, man.
As always.
My cheeks hurt from yesterday.
It's your boy
Whoa!
Cal.
Whoa!
No, Roman wasn't over.
Oh my gosh. Ooh.
My name is Cal. Mimi, talk to the people, Mimi. This is all you.
It was all me Saturday.
Wow.
It was me and Math because Cal flat left us.
I did.
Rip flat left us. I don't know what Fam was doing. He was having
I had people over.
a party.
I was asleep.
Me and Math held it down.
I was asleep.
Yeah.
It
But
is
but
your
but
tribal host, me.
The tribal
Me.
host.
Mimi said this was me stabbing y'all in the back on Saturday.
Yo, we got it because there's so much to break down there.
There's a lot. There's a lot. I'm gonna keep this photo in there. There's a lot.
Mimi
going
gotta tell us who she is first, though.
What you mean? I am. I would love to be Kevin Owens. But I don't know. I want to be. I want to be Roman's glove. I want to be Roman's glove. I want to be right on his hand.
Fam, how you doing, bro? This when you supposed to say who you are.
Nah, but Mimi, after Mimi get finished being nasty, you go ahead and tell them, you gotta tell them niggas, you know what I mean? She when Roman was in there swinging them belts, how did you feel about
See, this is the thing.
I'm playing, no.
Swing, I said swing it.
See?
Is this the blafties?
Shoot the J, shoot it.
He started now. Hold
It's
up.
the blafties right now.
This the blafties right now.
Swing.
Yuck.
Swinging.
Hella Darius.
You swinging.
Oh, that's a good song.
Swinging.
That is a classic.
What the fuck is going on here?
I told your cousin. That's why I tried.
This nigga hocked up on taquieros.
Okay.
Fair enough. I am LFM790, official media
held
of
it
choice,
down.
aka Lord Alfred Jays, aka Jake the Sneaks Roberts, aka I'm sorry. Just fam. Just fam is good enough, but don't forget the period. Damn. I love it.
Is this the blafties already? Is great. I'm sorry.
Cal.
What's popping?
Cal.
What's popping?
1854. Cal, every morning I say peace to my brothers standing opposite of judges, knowing freedom ain't a part of that discussion. Just stand on your square. 1854 at Math Damon.
Damn. That's all factuals right there.
Damon.
Was that the word of the day?
My 10 close. Friends tend to get an arm length. You keep your hands off the carnage. That's just common sense. Damon.
He's spitting on y'all. What'd he say? He said, Damon.
Top of the hill. Right side.
Damon. 1854.
Basketball.
I am Davis, aka Drip, the J White boy of BRP, the sensitive lover boy, the certified sad boy, the host of White Noise. 3 weeks from now, Hovio Fest 3 on the way.
3 weeks.
So let me ask you a question. Are those Dahmers are they prescription Dahmers or like just like, just like you put them on when you want to eat a foot? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wait.
But I want to eat everything.
Hey, rooted to the tutor.
Yes.
What did Sam Jackson say in Truants? I eat the pussy, I eat the butt, I eat every fucking thing.
What? Yes.
Hey. I'm any children that happen to be watching this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Big Mike. Big Mike looking at this right. I cannot believe. That boy know I raised him better.
Big Mike he's looking at this like these niggas in Drip.
Like I knew he shouldn't. Drip, I told you, don't tell him you eat the booty. It's a surprise. You know what I mean? It's like when they put 2 toys in the Happy Meal. Oh, it's another one.
Rip, I love it. You did it.
He got
Are those them?
I wasn't ready.
That's the
I was not. I
Hold on,
wasn't
are those
No,
them?
this is them. Yeah,
no,
that's
You
them.
can't
No,
put this
no.
image during Black History Month. Come on.
No,
He
I'm trying
was
to
eating
see.
niggas.
No,
He
drip,
did eat niggas.
drip. Let me see your glasses. No, legit. I'm not trying to.
Zoom in.
Let me see.
Zoom
it.
into the picture. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I see the reflection of
Honest,
the
I like
niggas in the refrigerator. There they go.
That's crazy.
The Quicksilver fours.
Let me get that photo out of the damn thing, though.
The cursed image.
Again, happy Black History Month. Shouts out to all the black folks that have shown the world that we more than the wild shit they think we are.
We are La Lasa.
See. No, you get all that out your system. Get all that
Yeah.
out your system. We're not gonna make it out there.
we cannot do that in Hollywood. No, we
We not
cannot.
La Raza.
We're gonna get it right off the plate. Domestic violence.
Domestic violence.
Happy
Get all
Black.
that,
With
all
a
that out your
hose down.
system right
We're gonna
now.
hold that and say,
No, because I was gonna say fam
You
ass
too.
Y'all wildin'.
Hermano, it's cool. It's cool.
Y'all wildin'. Fam asked earlier what we did to kick off Black History Month. I know what I did. I watched Jade Cargill hit that 50-0, and then I watched the conversation turn into Jade. What are we doing here?
As it
"What
should,
you mean?
it should.
What you mean?"
Well, Jade Cargill's 50-0 in an AEW division that, I mean, her booking has not really been. She's been on a Goldberg run. We've had this conversation a while ago, but it's continued to be a Goldberg run. It's not really been anyone that has been like a viable threat,
Mm-hmm.
and so we get a lot of. I don't know if glorified squash match is really what it is, but at the end of the day, she's mowing through everybody, and there's not really much of a story or development. Everything, she's just doing her however many moves of doom and racking up another win.
She's had one match go. Pardon me. She has 2 matches going longer than 10 minutes. So,
So then the question is that divide too big now between who she is? She's not even the world champ, but the world champ shouldn't beat her, right?
no,
because
Right.
of the booking.
Right.
The divide has just kept widening and widening. How is your IC champion the biggest deal in your division?
well, was that the case with Warrior and my man?
What you mean? Was
that the case?
with Ultimate Warrior at
Yeah.
the time he was IC champ?
Nasty nigga Hogan.
I mean, I think there was a reason why that title shifted. I mean, at a certain point, they wanted Warrior to be that person. He just didn't. I think realistically, he got the title and he didn't pan out to be that guy. But they probably wanted it to be that way because he was co-champion for like a hot second, right?
He was co-champion.
That's probably what they should do then. Is you gotta, because eventually one of those titles isn't gonna matter, right? What I'm saying is at one point, like Jay's title is Jay's known for that record more than being the
TBS champion.
the Hose Championship.
Yeah, I think
who?
The Hose, if you look at the
That's-
TBS logo, it say
you
Hose.
wilding.
I'm not.
You wilding.
No,
Niggas call it
I know-
Hose.
I know what
as
he's
soon
trying to
as they
say. I know what
it.
he's trying to say.
context
we all
is key.
know.
That's
We
why
all
you
know.
have to.
That the title looks like it says hose.
Yeah.
That you just had to clean. Just
But
had to explain it.
nobody cares about that title. Nobody cares about that title. That streak is way more important than that title.
It looks bad anywhere else.
I think-
The streak?
No, the title.
Well, you don't know that because I was just about to say, like, there are certain women that she has avoided, and that's where, like, she isn't at that top level yet. The Toni Storms, Britt Bakers,
Well-
and now Jamie Hayter. So if she can't be greater than
But-
those three, even though I do think she's somewhat better than Britt Baker, that's a whole different thing. But like until she steps in the ring with Toni Storm or Jamie Hayter, she's not the best woman in that division. Because
Is
like
it-
Hal's saying, glorified squash matches is the correct term to describe what she does when she wrestles.
Is avoiding the right term though?
No. It's just they haven't
no.
booked her within them because not those two, Tony Storm and Jamie Hayter, have been circling each other.
Yeah, I just
Once
want
they
to
were
make
changed.
sure.
I think
we're
they're
clear.
avoiding her. I think they're avoiding her.
Well, I
They
think
may
certain
be
people
avoiding
have to.
Jade. I think is
Yeah,
is
yeah.
correct. Yeah,
Because they got to
I think
keep
Britt
them
Baker
separate
is, yeah.
in separate scenes.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was gonna, at a certain point.
I think
Jade's
the
gonna-
company is avoiding
right.
them.
They're
Yeah.
going to have to take Jade outside of this. Everybody who isn't in the Jamie Hayter, Tony Storm, whatever group, and start inserting her there. That also means she's going to have to be on, what is it, AEW House Rules or whatever. Like
You gotta trash it.
she's going to have to lose that TBS
You gonna
title
have
at
to
some
trash
point. She's going to have, whatever they do, that title has to get off of her, but she has to start moving towards that side of the fence. It's just what it is.
I don't think it's not any use for it, Corey. I think that the house shows and Dark still, it hasn't been on Dark because of who it's on. You know what I'm saying? I think that you can utilize it there and at the house shows, to be honest with you, but it's not going to be there anytime soon.
If Emil says they should, it'd be smart to incorporate it in the AEW originals versus sports entertainers beef. What side would she be on the AEW original side?
Yeah.
I wonder
To
if they
be
would.
honest,
Sports
she would be
entertainment-
more.
the sports
she would be more
entertainers-
on that side, yeah.
Because the sports entertainers are the ex WWE people.
Right.
Yeah,
She fits with them more than she does the AEW originals.
I wonder if
Yeah,
they
She
would
wasn't in
swerve.
WWE.
But she's an
AEW original.
I know she's an
but
original, but I'm saying
Yes.
like in context of like her persona compared to the other
No,
women.
you're right.
That's
And
why.
that's why
That's
she
not what
wouldn't
that
be-
means, though. That
I know,
means-
but that's why she's not a
Right.
good fit for that story too, because she
Right.
would just take up all the space within that story, as we've talked about before. Like anything she gets handed to her, Mark Sterling, Stokely Hathaway, the baddies, it all kind of dies after a few weeks. And I think
So-
this is the make or break year for her. Last night made me realize that. I think we've been talking about it every time we've talked about her. Is that if there are improvements in the ring with her work rate, we got to have the real conversation of like, hey, is this all she'll ever be? Like,
But
she has the star power, but like the matches are like we're saying it's the same
that's
thing
why-
over and over and over.
That's why I think what Mimi said is key. I mean, if they are avoiding putting her in that space, it's really a detriment. The only way we're going to be able to see her get better is if she's able to work with people that are going to help her get better. If that's, if people want her to be whatever they feel Jade in the main event is going to be, how else is she going to do that if she's still wrestling? She's not wrestling people that are considered to be the caliber to be vying for the AEW women's main title. You know what I'm
Now,
saying?
hey, all right, here. Wait a second. I have two problems with this comment.
Well, that's crazy.
First, Leon, you tripping on the comment, but then you can't 100 yourself. Like you post this Poof Pals. You ever seen that episode of
He
Chappelle
said,
Show?
yes.
When the nigga was like Poof Pals. I told y'all. I told.
No, because she can do way
He
more.
said it,
impressive
and then was
things than that.
immediately like,
I love her.
It's she has the thing is she will be great for AEW, but she has to go to somewhere where they have someone that can teach and train her correctly.
So the rumors are that she is being trained.
By who? Madison Rain?
No, by
I thought it was Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan was
He's
in
the
ring
wrong
with her.
person. What I realized, hey, listen,
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan is an amazing, but she needs to work a bruiser style. She doesn't need to be the.
Yeah.
She needs to be like, you know how like when Bianca beat a nigga up and she start hitting niggas with them elbows, she needs to wrestle that sort of style.
She needs Samoa
doesn't-
Joe.
Yeah, she needs somebody that could beat a nigga up, and she has enough natural charisma. Samoa Joe is perfect.
Samoa Jade.
All right, man. Just
So wait, I just
That's
gave
like
you
editor. That's like editor Cal being like, "What's a
Perfect.
good title for Samoa
Jade.
Jade?"
I don't.
Hey Leon, give Cal a 100. God dang it,
That's
because he
the
just
style.
did. He said Samoa Jade.
Hang on,
That's
wait,
the
man.
style.
She needs which
Who?
Justin might be on top of something.
Jade Cargill.
Who is Leon King TV?
I don't know, but he is tripping tonight.
Leon be in the chat. Leon be in the chat. He definitely he on one tonight.
Oh, that nigga's wilding.
He on one
Leon
tonight.
been here. But I think that she would benefit from being in some kind of power plant, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah,
She would benefit greatly
Nightmare?
from being under somebody.
Isn't it Nightmare Academy or whatever? Thank you, Leon.
Yeah.
Put her somewhere there with some people that can show like that can really work a harder hitting, heavier style.
Isn't she
But-
a product of the Nightmare Academy?
But I don't know.
I have
But
no
she
idea.
had- she
I don't know,
has
but
to
they
be
hit the
off
fast forward button on her, and we know it.
What we
Yeah.
were saying,
She's trained by
damn
Dustin
near
Rhodes,
a year ago,
Marshall.
she got to come off TV.
Dustin Rhodes? I'm sorry, Matt.
She
She
gotta
was
come
trained
on
by
TV.
Dustin Rhodes?
Yeah, Heath Slater, QT Marshall, Sanjay Dutt, Brian Danielson, A.R. Fox. It shows.
So Dustin
and
was
this-
working. Dustin was working with the females a lot at the beginning.
Yeah. No, I think more so now because it was Kenny Omega in the beginning, then Dustin Rhodes and Serena Deeb took control of that. Yeah.
I'm not saying she's
Shout out to
big.
Cuz.
I'm not saying she's big like Awesome Kong, but she needs someone that knows how to work like that.
She needs to learn how to work first.
She
And
is a
then-
lot.
and then you can go. I guess I don't fucking wrestle. I guess you learn how to work, and then you work specific to this.
Your
You know what I'm
style.
saying?
Yeah.
She might need
She
to
had a
talk
hell
to
of a
like
reverse.
Big Show and Mark Henry and them niggas back there,
Yeah,
the big
so-
guys.
More like
Because
Hobbs instead of
she's-
Samoa Joe. I was thinking like Wardlow, like
She's like towering over the entire division. So those matches, she shouldn't do anything fast. It should be slow, lumbering, and powerful. That's what her matches need to look like. But that's just my opinion.
No,
no,
yeah,
you're
I
right
feel
because
I feel you.
every time she does try to do like technical stuff, even though it doesn't really happen that often, she does seem to. She overcalculates things whenever she's in the ring, but when she's just picking someone up and slamming them, it looks perfect. Like she can execute
Right.
that no problem at all. But then she does these great transitions with the Jaded move. Like she caught Sky Blue that one time. That was the one she
That
did
shit
with Red
was
Velvet
dope.
last night. Like she can do that because
yeah,
it's the
yeah.
same move that she's used to, and she's
Right.
knows how to get it all sorts of ways. But anything outside of her 5 moves, same thing with anyone who's just getting started. Like it's shaky territory. I think at the end of this year,
is it still just getting started though?
that's why I'm saying I think the training wheels are coming off this year, in my opinion.
She about as good as John Cena.
Well,
Now you
well,
tripping.
Mimi, I think the thing
John
is
Cena 07, 08, yeah.
Like
Like
his
she-
5 moves, nigga.
she's got 50 wins. She started when?
2 years ago.
So that
Yeah.
like that's 50. It's 50 wins in AEW, but that's also 50 matches period for her career, right? Like she started wrestling in AEW.
It's not even 2 years.
It's not, but it's also not. It's not that consistent. She'll wrestle now, and then it may be 3 weeks or 4 weeks. So it's to put somebody on the road to
J-Bo
be
trip.
with the Tony Storms and
What
the
you
Jamie
call
Haters and then some of these
Not you.
15 20-minute matches that are going on. This isn't the way to get there.
You got to factor into when you're factoring her time
got
is
more
a
matches
great
than
deal of it
MJF.
was because MJF had single digit matches last year.
That nigga
Um,
stinks.
And,
and it's
you
starting
look
to
at
show.
you look
Oh,
at
it been
a
showed.
Jade. Jade is
Oh, yeah.
Jade worked during pandemic, right? So
No,
a
right,
lot of
right.
that ain't real wrestling.
What? Yeah, was that? What? I don't even know what the match count then was.
It was
She
small.
was tagging.
She
right?
we were mentioning it. She started with the Shaq when Shaq
Only
and
had one
Cody had the
tag.
match.
She only had one tag match.
It was the beginning of that was the beginning of the Red Velvet shit, right? Was that tag
Yeah.
match? So
Yeah, she only had that
Um,
one tag match.
I don't know.
I feel like it was more. She was always with somebody. Okay, my bad.
So it was March 3rd of 2021 was
That's
the
when
tag
she
match.
started
So it'll be 2 years in a month.
in a month.
And when AEW had the first stance AEW Rampage, she had a match on August 20th, and that was her 10th match.
Yeah,
So everything in between were dark matches or matches at Daly's place.
my
Couldn't
thing
get
is
dark matches.
I mean,
There wasn't no crowds.
it wasn't-
no, I mean like
he
dark
just-
elevation or AEW dark.
Oh,
like,
oh,
when
oh,
she
oh.
No,
started
he
getting
meant
matches-
he meant the people she was wrestling.
That's a fact. But I think the thing when you
Yeah.
when you figure she's just had her 50th win. So some people in WWE, they may wrestle once a week, but that means they wrestle 52 times a year. She's going on almost 2 years and hasn't even wrestled once a week in a year. You know what I'm saying? So it's that's
not
when
everyone's John Moxley, Cal.
But what I'm saying is not
doesn't even have to be good to do what he does, though.
But that's what I'm saying. And the thing is, because not everyone is John Moxley, people need more time to be getting their reps in, and hopefully AEW's House Rules can help Jade get out there and get some more non-TV reps.
Should be gone by then.
Hey, that could happen as well.
Unless they drop a bag, and I don't know if you got Britt Baker, you got Tony Storm, you got Saraya, you got Chris Statlander, you got motherfucking Jamie Hayter. Did I say Hayter already?
Those are the people should be in that goddamn TBS title scene.
You have, but Tony Khan having those people are more than likely going to trump her getting a bag and staying.
Facts, because you can see it right now. There's a group of women that are in one spot, and then there's a group of women right underneath that.
I think she occupies her own spot is the thing.
Huh? She does.
Yeah. Wait, what'd you say, Drip?
I think she occupies her own spot, and that's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah, because they don't know how to work with a Jade Cargill in that system.
Which is why she would leave unless he again does the Tony Khan like, please don't go. Here's all the money. Here's whatever you want. But again, it'll be a detriment to her because how many more times are you going to face Willow Nightingale and Red Velvet and Kiera Hogan and have them make you look amazing, but you can't face Tony Storm or
you can't get to that next level
because they're so good it makes you look like an amateur, basically.
It
already does when she faces Willow Nightingale, and that's the problem. It's like,
when she faced Athena.
Mm-hmm.
But these is problems that can be fixed with.
If the Booker man wasn't scared.
Let me ask the question then: how would, and this for everybody, how would you guys take the title off of her and put her where she needs to be?
Have one of the baddies.
Red Velvet could have won that shit last night. If you wanted to get the belt off of her,
that's the only way. You gotta sucker her.
What
But you throw away all the work then.
She was
you
supposed
don't throw
to
away
lose.
all the work because she got suckered.
You saw what the feud was building to, which was Statlander.
Yeah,
Statlander got hurt. Statlander, whenever she comes back, whenever she gets healthy, is gonna be the one that's gonna knock off. And shit, cousin J-Bo is saying the same thing. When Statlander comes back, she's going to be the one that knocks off.
I mean, Hater. My thing is, I realistically, you could have somebody come in and you could have Nyla Rose take the TBS title from Jade Cargill and Tony Khan say, yeah, I'm going to recognize that. I really don't care how she loses the title because it's like you don't want to pull the Band-Aid off the wound. Like you just got to rip that shit off and let her get to the next level because she's going to keep running that treadmill to her waiting for the right moment and the right opponent when she beat them all.
You got they ran with this fucking undefeated streak.
Yeah, which is always the problem, right?
That's the corner.
That's always the problem. They backed themselves, painted themselves right into that corner. But
and Mimi brought up Athena, and what do they do with her? They shifted her over to ROH, and that's something that I guess they needed over there.
Well, she's the champion over there, huh?
She stinks. You ain't seen her since.
I forgot she was the ROH champion.
I think she just had a match on Dark Elevation the last 3 weeks or so.
What?
Where the black people play.
She won the title in December, right? At the show where the Briscoes FTR had the all the titles changed that night.
Except Samoa Joe's.
So that motherfucker. That motherfucker's a psycho.
That shit is awful.
God, shouts out to Jade Cargill. We'll see what the future holds for her. Before we get into some more modern pro wrestling.
More wrestling?
Well, today
it's a lot.
News hit that Lanny Poffo, better known as
the Genius. The Genius
passed away. I believe he was 68. Let me get the official.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest, yo. The first piece of like wrestling
That was
memorabilia
his
I
nigga.
wanted.
That was his man.
I wanted the goddamn frisbee, yo.
That was his man,
What
yo.
was the frisbee?
The frisbees.
He would come in. Because when he was leaving Lanny Poffo, he would come in. He would read the poem off the frisbee and then throw the frisbee in the crowd.
Oh,
I always wanted a frisbee.
Yeah, but we wasn't sitting nowhere near them damn frisbees.
Right.
Heck no, that nigga ain't no frisbee. He ain't had no frisbee in the shows we was going to. He just came out.
He
And
said,
the
"Hey
goddamn-
guys."
Because when he was leaping Lanny, he ain't had none of the. He didn't have a graduation costume on. He just came out them pride drawers.
Graduation.
Yeah,
drawers.
them super
drawers.
neon. He would just do all the flips
Yeah,
and
he had
shit.
them pride drawers on with
That
the
was
rainbows.
Cuz man. That was Cuz man. Cuz
Yeah,
man.
leaping Lanny was
Cuz man.
hard.
When
Again, this is another guy. If you look at how his mustache and his hair, what it looked,
He was
it
black.
was woolly.
But I gotta.
It's
find
something,
old
yo.
photos.
It's something in that goddamn Poffo.
Come on now.
No, hold up.
Them
There's-
Nah, it
Poffos
ain't-
ain't purebred,
they
my nigga.
daddy-
Them
Them
niggas is-
Poffos ain't purebred.
Because
Nah,
they
them niggas
was
is
no, they
muddied up
purebred. They purebred niggas. Because they like they not Italian,
Yeah,
They not-
I don't know exactly
they
what
not
they're-
Sicilian,
It's a mix.
but they
of something.
niggas.
That's
Check
just-
They
check
said-
the bloodline.
Sound
Check
like
the
yo
bloodline.
off and
Check
do
the
right
bloodline.
thing. They're not niggas.
Hey, yo, how many people see? Look,
Let me see.
That look like I cut and Keith.
That's,
see,
that's the frisbee right there too. You see the frisbee?
he looked like my Uncle Richard Kids.
Yeah.
He
Really?
actually does kind of look like Dante Martin a little bit. Yeah.
What,
This
see?
is what I'm saying. It looked like it's something different. He ain't just white.
I know I shouldn't say that, but like I see Dante Martin's face right now. Like
Oh, all right, Drew.
Wait, we don't know it. We don't know. Don't put the 23andMe on them niggas.
you're
Actually,
saying it's false.
I wanted to.
No,
I was
that-
trying to
that
find a
could be
better photo
You know,
of
23 me like Cam Man.
the brothers, but I mean, this is them back in the day.
I ain't
This
gonna lie
must.
to you right there. He looked like the white all the way. Macho still.
I was about to
that
say,
nigga
that's a
head too
white-
fluffy.
I'm assuming he ain't found a tan in bed. Is what that was.
Yeah, they look like Puerto Ricans here. They was going. They had real
Yeah.
shoes on the way to the parade.
Yeah, he looked like Pachanga and them.
Oh, Carlito! As soon as we get off the plane, this nigga's gonna say this, and we're gonna get stomped out.
Facts, yeah, you
I ain't
can't.
need no harm.
I mean, no. I'm
No,
from-
because Matt's like my favorite type is Puerto Rican. Like
Who's ain't?
So Lanny Poffo. Most cats may
Damn, Seth,
remember
don't-
him
would you put that on me?
as the genius.
The genius.
I grab the mic and I damage it, crush your whole stamina. Here
Here
come
come the medical. That actually talk about
Get down for the
again. This is before I'd ever
right.
sipped a liquor, before I ever smoked any type of anything
Today?
in life.
Oh,
When you play Old Dirty
Yeah,
Bastards
yeah.
record Damage, and when you start to realize that it's not that ODB and Jizza had their own parts, they were rapping the same verse, and someone just went and switched and he started speaking Spanish, and then it was Jizza saying it. Then they would go back and that shit was so ill to me.
Hey, he wasn't from Panama.
Nigga said Santana. That's crazy. That whole verse, that shit was crazy.
Santana. That's when the drugs take over.
That's when that's whatever ODB system. That Santana. Oh, that's hard. That's hard.
And niggas went with it.
Yeah, the genius.
The genius.
Son Tanama.
That's the person on
He
Genius.
didn't write that. He did
On
not write that.
genius.com now, they're trying to figure out what Santana was.
Hey, how do you spell that?
Hey,
My beats is slamming.
so wait, this reminds me. I forget who dropped the clip or dropped the comment last week, but someone said it's almost a quote. They said, "I love when the pod starts talking about black shit, and because they like looking at Drip, kind of just like playing with his nails and looking around, trying to figure out what's going on."
And his old black shit.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Right.
Nigga like, he like, what that nigga say?
I'm sorry.
These
sorry,
niggas
Leon.
tripping like shit.
These
Don't
niggas is
do
crazy.
These
Hey,
niggas.
Santana. Santana is crazy. That is not the name of the episode.
When he cut his camera off tonight, he gonna be like, Santana.
It's just built up. 5 minutes. He's just saying he's just Tourette's for 5 minutes.
You gotta listen to the record.
No, you really do.
All right, Alabama. Okay. All right, Alabama.
Actually, yeah, I wanted to find a picture
Yo,
of
get
Leaping
her outta
Lanny,
here.
so that's I guess that's
Get
where
her
it
outta
starts,
here.
huh?
Get Alabama out of here.
He was leaping.
Yo,
Doesn't
you
sound
a
like it.
wild,
Sounds like he was-
Alabama,
you a wild
Sounds like he was
nigga.
bending.
my kind of girl.
Hey, next time I take a week off Alabama, you got to take my place.
Let's do it. No, yeah, for real. Let's go.
Yo, you a wild nigga if you ever tried to suck your own dick.
That sounds crazy.
All right, so let me ask you a question.
Oh,
No,
Ain't that what?
that's the answer.
Do that mean? Is it
Okay,
gay to
no.
suck your own thing?
I'm gonna talk. No, we're not going here. Next,
It's not.
Next,
Is it gay to
next,
suck your own thing?
next,
I want to know is
next.
it gay to suck your own thing?
probably.
Why?
Because it's yours.
But then shouldn't we? Never. No, I'm getting out of here. Nope.
See, he almost got sucked in.
Yeah, see, exactly, and that sounds crazy. And that sounds crazy. R.I.P. Lanny Poffo.
Yo, fine, I'll do it
yours.
myself. Is
Wait a minute.
This
crazy.
is crazy.
Wait a minute. Do you niggas hear Mimi in the background?
Yes,
No,
yes,
whose schlong is this? It's
Yes.
yours?
yes.
It's
That's right.
yours.
See, this is
Fine.
Chat,
That
chat,
machine gun rap for all the niggas in the back.
chat. This is the thing, right? This is where the organized chaos is, right? Because I hear it. I hear it happening, and I'm like, bet.
That's
Let me
true.
figure out a way to get somewhere else. So I don't acknowledge it. I know
I
something
was
the
trying
fuck
to
out
do
of it.
that.
I know
2
something the
minutes
fuck out of
ago.
it. And then fan be like, wait. He be like the closed caption. He be like, wait, did you hear what she said? Hold up. Let me pull out the transcript. She has said son can the mom.
Whose
That's the
schlong
name
is
of the
this?
episode.
It's
It's
crazy.
yours is insane.
Crazy.
But are you?
Well, it
when
ain't
you do it, are
mine.
you like? But when you do it, are you looking like, what a surprise? Like, where did you come from?
Ah, might as well get to this one myself.
Might as well get to this one. This is hilarious. What? The pandemic was a different time for niggas.
Facts. Oh
You know,
my
like when they put the
god.
handkerchief in the shirt. Well, don't mind if I do. Like,
Oh my god. All right.
Oh boy.
Dude,
Yo, don't mind if I do should be Keith Lee's catchphrase.
well, that's
you look like a don't mind.
Yo, rest in
that
peace.
is
Lanny
a real
Poffo.
stray play.
It's we don't mind if I do.
That's because it's like he'll have the glasses and be like,
Yo,
don't mind if I do.
these are crazy.
That's what don't mind if I do.
Is that like when Mia Yim leaves? She's like, Keith, don't touch it, and he's like, okay.
That's when she get
Don't
there.
mind. Oh, okay. Well, that's warranted. That's warranted.
Don't mind if I do.
This episode's been sponsored by
And-
Margarita on Tap, Heineken.
Do you know Ant-Man's selling Heineken?
Oh
They got
man.
Ant-Man selling Heineken right now.
A Marvel. How?
It's 0 calorie, Paul Rudd says.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ. They got to get that money anywhere. Speaking of getting that money anywhere, I don't know if this is a terrible transition, but fuck it.
Andy Rose?
How y'all feel about this?
Well, here I go.
Damn, we went from sucking dick to fucking Cody Rhodes.
Look. Again, like I said in the like I said in the pre-show, I thought like everybody. I assumed that everybody thought that this is what was going to. I thought the Rumble predictions were going to be a wash because everybody was going to pick. Because I'm always. This is what's happening. I'm not trying
Everyone's
to.
favorite Proud Boy.
But it happened, and then everybody said no.
No. I don't think it was that, yo.
What do you think it was? Why was the timeline so invested in the Cody Rhodes conversation? Not him winning and going to the Rumble or going to the Mania, but kind of what the fuck? Why not Sammy? Why him? Blah 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 blah.
Because you
Two stories going on.
As we've talked about earlier, that one story occupies the entire company, whereas his story and his return is
This
a
story
big deal.
occupies a company, while this story is
it's a big deal to some people, but it's that thing where like when these two cross paths,
I
it's
was
like
going to you, Mimi. Pardon me, Drip. I'm sorry.
no,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no, it's just like him winning the number one contendership, like it's like that's a big deal, but it's like, oh wait, we don't really want to see that story right now. This would be like if he was Money in the Bank, that would be better because he could do that anytime.
Nope.
what was that, Mimi?
Nope.
Mimi said, "I'm out of this conversation."
Why?
She don't want to see Cody. She don't like this.
But she's doing that. All right. First of all, everyone knows I'm the number one Cody hater here.
Yeah.
Which is goofy.
Mimi was on the side of Cody until all of a sudden she was like, Drip has a point.
No, I don't
Nah,
think she. No,
Y'all just wrong together.
y'all wrong together. But I think she was. You hate the nigga because you hate the nigga.
But at least I hated him when he was over there, and I
Yes.
still hate him over here.
Yeah,
I'm not a
this is
flip
true.
flopper like the whole IWC is.
Mimi hates the nigga because he's about to fuck up what she thinks is she thinks he's about to fuck up what's the best thing going since Air Jordan 1s.
No, that's not it.
That ain't it.
What's
Well,
going on?
expound.
Yeah, let us know.
The
Allow me
reason
to
why
retort.
I think Chris Brown might have said this on the Zoom, which
That's your source.
justified, and I said, you know what, that is exactly what it is.
Chris Brown was on his room.
Yeah, he was on the Zoom.
He
Was
was yelling
he?
at me. He was yelling at me. I do remember that.
I don't even know.
It was because of Chris Brown. Kyle exited stage left.
Was he there when I got there? I don't remember him being there.
He was he was there for a bit. He was there for a bit. Yeah.
Shout out
So
to Chris
for
Brown.
me,
I love
I
it.
feel that it's all about loyalty, right? And so I always feel like, and it's not a shoot or work.
Shout out to work.
I feel
It's the
like
work.
once you leave a company, you should just leave it be, right? And I do agree with Drip when it comes to, wait a second, you was over there talking mad shit and now you're over here. I agree with that, but not when the bag is at hand. One, when he actually debuted in WrestleMania and I was
Loved
in
it.
the building and I saw it, felt real.
Mhm.
It absolutely felt real. It made sense.
What part felt real?
Him,
Him being there.
his presence,
Adrenaline in my-
and
Him being
just
there.
him being there, he felt like he was home. Right? But he talked mad trash.
Make that nigga Stardust again is crazy.
For real. Leon, I'm with you with that.
Now they with you.
I'm
Now they
sorry.
with you.
Now they with you.
Now I'm with it.
That's
So
funny.
I feel like, okay, I like the way that they were going with this Seth thing. You know, I guess they were using Seth to build him, but I didn't like how they're using Seth to build him. And then all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, he's going to dethrone. How is he dethroning Roman for fucking what? He doesn't because he's Cody Rhodes, because he left and made a name for himself. No,
Yes.
he goes to the back of the line like
Why?
everybody else.
Why ain't
I don't think
nobody
that's
else,
the story they were telling.
He's a
them.
white man with white privilege, though.
ain't nobody else popping right now like him?
He's only popping because he got everybody to stand behind him. This
That's
story,
what get you
this
popping.
Except
redemption.
me.
Wait, hold on. This redemption story. And you're right. You have to get the fans behind you, which he did an excellent job of doing.
Mhm.
But I see through the smoke and mirrors.
So do I. I see through the smoke and mirrors that you giving
He
me,
was
nigga.
in that match on Monday and he was looking like doo-doo.
Oh boy.
So when we talk about Seth him and Seth had great matches. Seth gave him great matches. His brother gave him that good match in AEW.
What the one thing I think when Seth
Shut up, Cal. I'm sorry.
when I'm sorry when Cody got
She's
hurt.
talking, Cal. Shut up.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say because I mean when Cody got hurt back in the summertime,
I was happy.
I thought it was going to be a good thing for him. I thought it was gonna help. And then when he got back, when he got back, and I'm realizing how much time they have, it feels like it was almost the biggest detriment because he had those, like Mimi was saying, he had those matches with Seth, but I think the fall, like this whole period before the Rumble probably would have been better spent with him getting to the next level of performers, whether he was having more matches with AJ, more matches with Kevin Owens. Like at some point the progression could have been a little bit better to where we got now. And at the very least, he could have felt more like someone that we've been around.
Agreed. I don't think that I would be here if he didn't get hurt because I would have seen the trajectory, as you've said.
Right.
But him being his titty looking black, he had a black titty.
Shout out to Black Titties.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
he did have a black titty.
he getting smacked up and down the ring by Gunther.
Yo,
they did it on purpose.
So
we need to talk about that too.
Talk about it.
Hold on, before we get to Mimi, who would you like to have seen win the Royal Rumble?
The fact that Gunther stayed from the beginning to I forgot at one point that he was in there. And then when it was the three of them, I think Fam said, these are the right three. Or was it Rock? I can't remember who said, these are the right three people that are in this ring. I legitimately thought they were going to call an audible and put Gunther into it. I was like, oh my God.
You want to see Gunther in the main event?
You want to see Gunther?
I'm not saying maybe he would not have gone to the main event.
Yeah.
Maybe he would not have gone to the main event, but
the
ending of that match. But my point is, I wanted Seth to win because I think I feel that they owed Seth that.
He just got his name.
Technically, Seth was
here's the thing, though.
It was Logan Paul, Gunther, and Cody as the final three.
Right. The only thing is with Seth is Seth doesn't need it. Right. Seth has been. Seth is one of the most over people on earth. He works with, and this is from a person who a year ago wasn't a big, and I'm not a huge Seth guy now, but I know who he is, and and he's killing everything he's touching, especially over like the last year and a half. So it's like he doesn't need that device, like you know what I'm saying? Because like so wrestling to me, wrestling to me is two things. Wrestling to me is destinations and the journey, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're trying to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So in everything. So sometimes the Rumble is the destination.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, and I think this year it's a vehicle. So
the run that Roman has had. Mm-hmm. Seth is the number two in my eyes. Seth is the number two.
To do what?
He deserves
to win the title. She's saying
to win the title. He deserves to have his story continued and closed out. They have an 11-year story.
I don't think that's not going to happen though. I think that's
I don't
still going to happen.
I don't know. I don't say that it's not going to happen. It might not happen now. I wouldn't say that it's not going to happen.
It's in the back pocket. It's always in the back pocket.
That feels like a July conversation.
Wait,
to be honest.
Aren't we are the same motherfuckers talking about new niggas getting a rub, right?
Again, Cody Rhodes isn't new.
Don't like
no. Cody Rhodes is new for that scene.
He is.
It's all about new people getting a rub.
Right.
That would be Gunther in this situation.
Hold on.
But he worked for it.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot have the new niggas like Carmelo Hayes or motherfucking Austin Theory or fucking PF Chang's. Who else? You can't have these niggas go over Roman Reigns because niggas not gonna believe that shit. I don't care how much somebody wanted Sami Zayn to win. You didn't think he was gonna beat Roman Reigns.
Thank you.
Didn't.
Thank you, because when after
he won't. We're talking about
after the last time people thought that Sami Zayn was supposed to be champion, they switched because everybody was then saying they wanted The Rock to be in the match, and they wasn't talking about Sami Zayn. And then when Cody Rhodes got in the match, they said, "Oh wait, this Sami Zayn story is crazy. Sami Zayn should be in that spot." That's kind of how it's been over the last month and a half.
Son, we have watched niggas. So when you put these same niggas up against Roman Reigns, it don't look right. You know they about to get. Austin Theory had he ran around with a suitcase for months to do what? Lose the bitch in the NXT women's division. So you can't, like, the only way to get the new niggas over,
put him in that
motherfucking spot. Cody Rhodes, Solo ain't beating Roman Reigns. It's not, it just don't. Correct. Solo is gonna beat Cody Rhodes.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
To me?
Everybody.
Do I got an answer?
Yes. All right. Who on the roster has the cachet? Or who on the roster is believable beating Roman Reigns?
Seth Rollins.
It's only a handful of people.
Right.
But
who else?
When Cody Rhodes came in, we all said he's going to beat Roman Reigns. Everybody knows that he's going to beat Roman Reigns. I don't know if it's going to happen.
Wait. Who knows? Who? Don't lump me into that.
Pardon me. Everyone with sense.
Oh! Frick off.
Well, we got to think about it like this, because like Roman Reigns prior to the Tribal Chief is a different Roman Reigns. That was a guy who lost to Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Sheamus. Tribal Chief Roman Reigns hasn't lost to anybody.
And Chief Roman Reigns is
except Seth Rollins with the DQ finish at last year's Royal Rumble.
Do we think Bobby Lashley's beating Roman Reigns for a title?
No. Can he?
I would.
Yeah.
It's not ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous booking, and that's really what I was asking. It's who is not ridiculous booking to beat Roman Reigns? Bobby is. It makes sense. He's just not in the story right now.
Now does who's beating Cody Rhodes? Everybody.
Dominic.
Well, no, Cody Rhodes is beating everyone. Is the opposite? It's the thing. Cody Rhodes is beating Finn Balor. He beat The Miz. He beat Kevin Owens.
Balor.
He beat Seth Rollins 3 straight times. He basically beat Gunther.
He had to beat Seth Rollins
3 times.
Who had to beat Seth Rollins 3 freaking times, and then he goes.
Everybody, wait!
Let's not act like Cody was the only nigga beating Seth.
I was going to say,
and that's what I was saying. Like Seth
lost a lot. He lost a lot,
and that was the problem.
Well, but that's the interesting thing about. I'm sorry, that's the interesting thing about Seth, because Seth he's the person that probably doesn't need a Rumble win, but I think if he wins a Rumble, like Fan was saying,
nobody's surprised.
But I'm very happy if they're specifically saying our track for Mania is going to be Seth Roman. There's a question that came up. I've been listening. This has been the conversation all week. There's allegedly, if Vince was booking the Rumble this year, Cody wasn't going to be the winner.
Who was the winner?
I don't know. But also hearing that, the other question that comes up was Cody winning this? And I don't know if I subscribe to this, but I'm going to bring it up anyway. Some type of shot at AEW, because Cody's seen as the first legit jump from AEW. Do you think they're putting the Rocket?
I think that's a factor somewhat, but it's not the main motivation.
Let's be honest. There is a history there from Vince of, I wouldn't call it a rib, but if you were a legacy WCW guy, you definitely were looked at as a nigga that you can win some, but you're not.
But you ain't holding it.
You're not getting everything.
You got to get that before you win anything. You got to get that WCW stink off you. You have to become a WWE guy.
Yeah.
So that's
at first when they showed up, they got hot shotted right away and then cooled down, like the Jerichos, the Guerreros, the Redacted Wolverines. Like they had a hot start and then they went straight to the mid card. It wasn't until these like desperate times that like we need a change up.
You don't got to end.
Let's make Chris Jericho the undisputed champion. Like,
They about
let's
to
make
see
Eddie Guerrero champion now. Like,
They about to see how big of a mistake they made by announcing Cody and making him 30 and letting him win altogether.
30?
30 was
Now,
wow.
I understand 30 because
30 is understandable.
I don't.
he's been out of the ring for so
Yeah,
long.
is it because he got cleared that
and
day
they
or
made
whatever
him-
they're saying?
And they made him wrestle a whole match after he came in. Like
He did like
niggas-
10 minutes. Yeah, he did
Yeah,
like
them
10
niggas
minutes.
had a
after.
whole wrestling match when it was just him and Gunther. Oh, and Walter, you know what I mean? Halo Walter. Shout out to Tony. But like, they did, like, they had to do that part of it. The problem is now it's starting to feel like this is the chosen one.
Yeah.
It was like
Now,
Roman
there have been
was.
2 chosen ones before.
Mhm.
Roman Reigns
He
and
stank.
got dang my nigga with the, you know what I mean?
Hey,
Car ain't got
He
no
stank
roof.
too. They both stank.
Who
They,
stank
had- they both
Cena.
stank.
He's saying
back
Cena.
then?
He's saying
Yes.
back then.
Hey, y'all remember the Rumble where Roman was supposed to win? Like
Yeah,
Roman got to like the end, and they was like, "Yeah."
They
Then he
said
got tossed out.
it was early with
It
it.
was a year later. A year later, everybody
Literally
hated
a year later.
him. And it's
Well, the
because
funny
of
thing
what
was
they're doing with
2014.
Cody.
well, with Roman Reigns, like 2014 hits just down to him and Batista, and everyone knew Batista was coming back to win that Rumble and challenge for the
didn't.
titles.
Is that blue drawers with the Jordan 23s?
That's later. That's later in the year. Yeah, but it was down to
Yeah,
Roman
yeah.
Reigns, and
This
people were
isn't
cheering for
Batista.
Roman Reigns
Those was
at the
Kobe,
time.
I remember it was Cody.
He wore Jordans too that era too.
Those
Yeah.
were
But the ones, the
disgusting.
Kobe's he had is the ones that strapped up high. That's the ones I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
because that was his thing. The footwear had to be all because it had to match the fucking shin shit in his trunks or whatever. Look at Matt's face. His face. His
But then,
shit.
like Fam said, like
Awful.
he wins the Rumble in 2015 with
Disgusting.
the help of The Rock, and that's like cement him
Yeah.
as the top babyface. That went horribly wrong. And then 2016, he starts the match as champ, and that's when the Rumble has the world title on the line, and
I
he
was
got thrown
embarrassed
out
for him.
at the end because the agenda was to like
I
have
just
him
watched that
overcome
one,
something
yeah.
by Triple H winning and asserting himself as
That
the
shit
face of the
stunk.
company.
That shit was whack. I like this. DeAndre asked an interesting question, and when he brings something up that I think is interesting. He said WWE needs a beatable champion after having Roman for so long. This long champ, he said the long champ era has to end,
No.
or it's got to end. I don't think we're at the end of the long champ era though. We talk about Gunther.
Nah,
How
this
long has
nigga about to
Gunther
win
had the
that.
IC title?
So how much story?
Almost
Because we've
300
never
days, I
seen
think.
anything. We've never seen a storyline like this that has been consistently on TV every week. That keeps going up with like different branches, right? What else? How many other endings do you have? So there's got to be a Jey Uso ending. There's got to be a Sami Zayn ending, and then there's got to be the end of the Tribal Chief ending, right? So those 3 things have to happen. What else has to happen in that storyline? Because multiple things have to happen. I'm gonna tell you, the funny part is niggas gonna be mad when Cody mess around and lose, which I think would be very dope.
He's gonna lose.
Yeah,
Is
he's
that
gonna
the-
lose
I
That's
don't
the end
know.
all be all. Cody losing.
because I see it as
No.
Sami Zayn faces Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber, loses.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Owens comes and helps him at the end. They team up. They beat the Usos at WrestleMania for the tag titles. That's what starts the Jey Uso being upset at Roman Reigns again, because now Roman probably looks at Jay's like, you let Sami Zayn trick you,
The Usos
and
need
now you don't
Cody
have the
right
tag titles, and then now I'm the only one in the bloodline with titles, and that starts that Jey Uso like rage against Roman Reigns at some point where
Start?
he'll.
now. I think
It's
that's
been
his
happening.
No, I'm saying like
start,
that, no,
right?
I mean like no, in terms of like he's legit goes after him at that moment of like
He legit went after him 2
It's-
years ago.
It's already like this is the thing. It's already blown up. The Usos
I'm
ain't
saying
cool.
like, but Jay, I'm saying
the
like the Jey
Usos
Uso
need
like
to have a
without
match at
Jimmy
WrestleMania.
Uso.
Sorry,
It
Drip,
should
what'd
be
you say?
Us versus So at Mania.
Us versus So is funny.
Who's so?
The Us.
Jimmy. I think Jimmy is So.
Yeah, Us is So, and then Us is Us.
Jay is Us and
For
Jimmy is
both
So.
days. Roman Reigns is wrestling both days, and I
I
it's
think that-
because
I
he
think
has to
that-
lose one of
fa-
them days.
Thanks, sir.
Fam, when you mentioned that initially, I think the Roman defending each title one night of a two night WrestleMania makes the most
Yes,
sense.
it is.
Or it's he loses both titles one night and then regains them the next.
That guy, or he could just win both matches.
I don't think he's winning both. For the greater good.
All I'm gonna
Of
say
what?
is whoever comes behind this
Rhodes.
reign, good luck.
Oh no, it's gonna suck.
It's gonna stink.
But that's why what is that DeAndre was saying? Is you gotta have that beatable champ. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
That's
You gotta
Cody
have
Rhodes.
a nigga that can get it. You gotta have a crash dummy win. It might be Sammy.
It might be Sammy.
It's probably gonna be Cody.
You need a cash dummy. You need a crash dummy.
It's going to be Cody for whatever title they have on Raw, and he's going to be defending that title on Raw all the time. And Roman Reigns ain't going to be around as the Universal Champion for a bit.
You think Roman goes to Hollywood?
I don't know if he goes to Hollywood, but I mean, Roman's got that
like
Brock
this in
Lesnar. He's got that Brock Lesnar schedule right now. Who knows if he'll be on SmackDown this week?
You can't act like this in Hollywood.
What you mean?
This is Hollywood.
Ain't no kind of colored nepotism going on out that motherfucker.
In Hollywood? Is it colored nepotism?
Absolutely.
That nigga cousin out there. Even I
Who?
cuz.
Yo, what I want to see at
Roman Reigns.
WrestleMania.
Hey, yo, Roman Reigns gonna get done like Martin and Varnell Hill, yo. The Rock will be Varnell Hill. You told me come out here. You told Kevin Hart gonna be Snooki.
I think motherfucking The Rock gonna show up with all the Johnsons, and then they gonna wrestle the.
It's going to be Johnson's versus Bloodline.
You mean the children that he left behind, or
Hey. So
No, we ain't
he's
gonna
saying
put
all
them
the
faces.
John? Like, I mean, what?
So Ken Liu had an interesting question. So I do want to. I have this image loaded up. I mean,
Of the Johnsons.
no, they didn't have a good image of her
Get him
pointing
outta
to the WrestleMania screen.
Why
There's-
she look
there's-
like that?
Yeah, this nigga put me backstage.
Yeah, he said fuck that shit. We can't do that.
You punk bitch.
You was out here. You got a
You
picture
raggedy
of the Johnsons?
bitch.
I
You
don't.
raggedy bitch.
I for one assume that Rhea Ripley was just going to choose Bianca Belair because they're both on Raw. But I mean, in thinking about it, it does make sense if you're using the storyline of the match that was supposed to happen however many years ago at Mania isn't the match that we got, so we want to run it back on in real life. It makes sense, but
They made
That match
Charlotte
did
a
happen.
good guy for one reason.
for this,
For that.
Mm.
You know, Charlotte ain't supposed to be no goddamn good guy. Everybody knows that.
what when the last time that they were fighting, it was Rhea as NXT champion facing a Charlotte Flair. Rhea, what was there was something off about that feud. I forget what it was, or maybe it was after. I feel like they
weird that Charlotte went down there.
that was
And
one.
won it.
What maybe it was. I feel like afterward there was a point where they had Rhea working heel when the crowd didn't want her to be heel.
Well, no, she became the face because someone had to thrown Shayna Baszler, and that made sense. And Rhea Ripley was a weird babyface stupid. It was everyone is getting picked apart by Shayna Baszler. What happens when she can't pick apart someone like Rhea Ripley, which is why she was like this babyface by default at that time.
Mm.
Then when Rhea faced Bianca Belair, that's when we were like, all right, it's Bianca's time, but they stuck with Rhea Ripley instead. And that's when they were kind of teasing the Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair triple threat for the NXT title. And they stayed with Charlotte and Rhea. And that's why I'm saying it made sense finally for them to do
this match.
Rhea and Bianca, because money in the bank, Rhea has the concussion, so that match doesn't get to happen, and this match has been postponed. She won that number one contendership match and never got the actual title shot since she's been back. And she's beat Mia Yim, she's beat all these other women, dominating, and then she wins the Rumble, and then she doesn't even get the shot that she should have had.
She doesn't pick. She doesn't pick.
She didn't choose. Yeah, she didn't choose.
Yeah, correct.
What?
And the reason why she didn't pick does not make sense.
It makes sense. No, it makes sense.
Wow, drip.
It does make sense. It does make sense on paper, but to me, the better choice was only this woman and Bianca Belair is dominating everyone, but she hasn't come across me yet. And back in the day when her and I faced each other, I won. Like, that's a better story.
Yeah,
Like,
but Charlotte is the best of the best, right?
I think Bianca needs food. I think Bianca needs food at WrestleMania. And what I mean by that is whoever Bianca. No. Whoever they're matching Bianca up with is gonna be food.
Asuka.
Catering.
Most likely.
It might be give her a banger to lose.
Asuka, Kana, Dark Asuka.
Nah, she not food though.
That's what I'm.
What I mean by
you saying gotta be food.
Someone to take a pin, yeah.
Someone's gonna, someone's because she gonna take that Lamar Coleman, my nigga. It is not gonna be, no one's gonna. Yeah, you're right. No, rest in peace.
But don't we need Bianca to lose this title finally to get that momentum back of her feud starting to matter? If her and Rhea
needs to lose it to gain back momentum.
Yeah, I think she just needs a good story.
I don't think they have booking.
I think her losing it to Rhea would be the good story. Like, how does she get it back after, she lost to the clever Lang of this scenario being Rhea Ripley? Because Bianca Belair is Asuka right now, winning the easy fights. Those are handpicked fights. Alexa Bliss, Bayley. Now when she has to face Rhea Ripley, who's hungry and wants the title, can Bianca Belair defeat Rhea Ripley, or does she?
It'll be another great Bianca and Asuka. Bianca and Osaka.
Bianca.
Bianca Belair Rose.
Bianca Blair.
But no, I think that's the thing. I think the match will be fire, but once again, I think that it'll be another lukewarm build to WrestleMania for Bianca Belair.
Yeah, well, yeah, because
I don't know if they know how. I don't know if they know how to give her like a straight feud, right?
I think this would have been it.
Niggas petty, yo.
I think her and Rhea would have been it.
But you got to remember too, man, if you stupid as shit, they burned through so much Bayley damage control stuff through the fall, and it didn't go anywhere. And that they could have told that story.
Now they're not doing that again. Yeah,
they could have told that story now. If you wanted to give her a meaningful story that would have put her over, they could have they could have took that story and said, "Here, we'll do this over this 4-month period instead of this one." But yeah, I mean, it's the conversation about the investment in the women's division and the lack of those a strong crop of viable people to step up when they need them to. I think anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's just. How many women's matches do you think we'll get? Right? Because is Nia Jax back, or was she just?
I have no idea.
She's got a shirt. I don't know how back she is.
She's got a shirt. She's back.
They advertise a shirt like that night or the next night. I was under the impression that it wasn't a one night.
I don't think I'm watching her entrance. They was like 3, 2, music, 1.
Hey, it's not as bad as AEW last night with the stuff they were doing. That was
no. That was worse. That was way worse.
No, they had MJF and Takeshita fight backstage, and then they're like, back from commercial, let's cut to an interview with MJF, and it was like clearly shot earlier in the day.
You're right, but this is
no. But the whole point of that promo of that MJF thing was that MJF was now lining up another contender for Danielson. But in different clothes, but he didn't even know if Danielson had won his match yet.
Are you telling me that matters more than a Royal Rumble countdown?
Right. I
mean,
fucked
up everything in the Rumble
earlier, Mimi. One of the things Mimi said she was pissed off about with Cody Rhodes was the fact that he entered at 30. That 30 is a big deal. Mm-hmm. They botched their number 30, who was a surprise return.
That's huge.
It was Nia Jax. I get it, whatever, but that's a big fucking deal.
What was the worst botch? That or when Kevin Owens jumped on that rope on the second rope?
I felt so bad for him because he almost never misses that.
Right. That's his move.
Yeah. And but it proves that like botches in that sense, like in-ring botches, are gonna happen.
Shit happens.
Best people in the world.
Yeah, it always.
You know what I'm saying?
It was just like, because like it never happens. I mean, you could always just like, fuck, this never happens. Like,
yeah,
right. Damn.
But I do get what Mimi's saying. Like, and I don't think Charlotte and Rhea is bad as a feud either. I would just prefer Bianca a bit. Because again, like if she had picked Bianca and said, what does Charlotte Flair do? That's worse than what they're going to have Bianca do, which is face Asuka. So, like
But
fans said in the past, like
it'll be
whenever
a-
we get Charlotte Flair, it's always the Charlotte Flair
What'd
and
you
like
say,
no one
Spin?
else.
It'll be a good match.
Yeah.
That's the one thing over all of this. No matter what, like we could pick a number of different women for these matches, and I think we're gonna end up getting. So Bianca ain't gonna put on a shit show. I know that much.
That's correct.
Real
That match will
quick.
be amazing.
If Mandy Rose was still here,
Oh, Jesus.
would she have been a contender to win the Rumble, you think?
No.
And
To
challenge-
win?
Yeah.
No.
And no.
Was that one of the numbers on the list?
They didn't really show a whole lot of love to NXT at all.
It was
No, they had,
Roxanne.
Sol Ruca, right?
I said a lot. They didn't-
Was Soul in there?
I was tight that we didn't see no. I wanted Carmelo in the goddamn Rumble.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't get a car. We didn't get a Braun Breaker. Yeah, I think that
Yeah, we ain't getting none of them niggas. This
in
wasn't
terms-
for them.
this Rumble was definitely not like if you were looking for a lot of surprise returns that would be, I don't want to dare I say meaningful, but like things that would have longevity, or seeing the future of what you're seeing the future of the main roster in Triple
Right.
H's eyes right now. You're not seeing
And that's
It
good.
was
I
focused
think-
on them.
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So
Because in the past, the Rumble surprises have killed the Rumble because that's all what people want now. And you and I talked about this the other day, Cal. Like the Rumble doesn't matter as much because people get disappointed if there aren't 6 surprise
right.
entrants. And then when they see it, like last year, is like that's how bad the roster looked at the moment with like the Ridge Hollands, the Matt Cat Mosses, and et cetera. But when you see this roster, it's somewhat better because like these are meaningful people who
Right.
will matter for the next 2 years or so. And that's why Gunther starting number 1 and lasting to the end was such a big shock because it's like he is a Triple H guy at the end of the day. It's not a total surprise, but the Karrion
Right.
Crosses and some other people were like when they got
Yeah.
exit out earlier, it's like, oh, okay, this is
There's a reason
interesting to
Gunther
see.
was there though. He was put in that spot for a reason.
No, they listen. He got a lot of love. This Rumble. They made him. You know what I'm
100%.
saying?
That's
They
one of
took
the
him
ones,
down
yeah.
to the basement and they opened the books and you know what I mean. Everything's gonna be all right.
Oh gosh, I mean, I honestly, we talked about more of the Rumble than I thought. Is there anything I'm missing?
what about the Pitch Black match?
No?
No, because I'll say this. As someone who doesn't like Bray Wyatt at all, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
No, it was a
could have been.
rave.
I thought it would be so corny. I
rave.
thought it was.
I thought
gonna
it was going to be way
It was
worse.
just. I thought they were going to have a gimmick match, and what I mean by that, like I
Right.
thought them niggas was gonna put some blindfolds on, and they were.
But it was kind of a gimmick match.
Well, no, it was
You thought
definitely
it was gonna be-
definitely a gimmick match, but the actual like wrestling
actual
part
match,
of it
yeah.
was
Yeah.
very straightforward.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Other than you got Uncle Howdy in the goddamn
That's what
Groundhog
killed
Day
it at the
had
end.
outside at the end jumping off and stuff, but.
The Groundhog Day
He
hat.
didn't stay. I don't know why. What's up with them Pennsylvania niggas, Cal? They,
Right
down the street from you.
no,
Right
trust
down
me,
the street.
I don't understand why Puxatawny feels a thing that he come out the ground, see his shadow, don't see his shadow.
He said
It
6 weeks today.
don't make no. It's called.
That's Ralph cousin.
hats.
That's Ralph cousin. It's funny.
My
Ralph
dog,
cousin is funny. But the thing is, Mimi, like the
From
damn
North
weatherman already told me it was gonna be 20 degrees on Friday and Saturday. So like I already knew winter wasn't going nowhere no time soon.
We
But
don't need him to tell us that.
speaking of the Mountain
Maybe he
Dew
walks
pitch,
outside and he's like, I know it's going to be cold.
did y'all hear about the other sponsored content match that WWE might be doing?
Which one?
OnlyFans.
Hollywood Reporter, I don't know how this is going to work, but apparently there may be a Cinnamon Toast Crunch
What?
match in the works for
Cinnamon
WrestleMania.
from down Normas.
It's gonna be
Look at his face. Look
it's gonna be an all white woman Royal
What
Rumble.
is that?
Yeah,
The cinnamon toast crunch and milk match.
Cinnamon, no, apparently Cinnamon Toast Crunch is supposed to be one of the sponsors at WrestleMania 39. So
Cinnamon from down Normas.
nah,
What the hell is
Nah.
the cinnamon from down Normas?
don't mess with, I don't know.
Don't even worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. That's ridiculous. Gosh, I think
Cinnamon toast, like, how do you...
I don't know. I don't. Again, I don't know how this will work. We'll see what happens.
Does the match take place in the box? Like
in a bowl? It's like it's in a cereal
that's
bowl.
like every match takes place in the box.
On that,
Fighting
I
for
want
my
my
life.
match with. I want my match.
Samoan
With
toast
whom
crunch.
you might be.
on that.
Samoan toast crunch.
What the?
God, don't you want to talk about Thatcher Danielson? Did you
I
enjoy?
can't even say.
You know the thing with Thatcher Danielson. I was gonna say, I actually the best thing about that match was that Timothy Thatcher, like the faces that he makes during the match, got over way. But it was the way they.
Well, I mean,
it was
look
the,
at Timothy. That Thatcher, no,
no,
offense.
but because like he doesn't have the tooth, and he's like
Teeth, Cal, teeth.
he's got all the hair, and he's just kind of like he makes the like it looks like a pirate or something like that.
Why isn't he British?
I don't know.
You ever
But
been to
Why is it
Sacramento?
Timothy? Why is it Timothy Brett? I need Timothy Thatcher. Timothy Thatcher.
Archer.
He needs
That's
a
why,
monocle
I mean,
and a cane.
Well, that's why on the Indies when he was with
that nigga's supposed to be from the UK. That nigga went to UK, like Kansas. Like, come on, nigga, you.
That's good.
He
That's
didn't
good.
go to Weehawken.
Oh,
That nigga better not. He ain't gonna make it out. Shout out my nigga, you got.
well, on,
But-
on the Indies when he teamed with Walter, he was like a German sympathizer. Like he
No,
teamed with Rhea.
no, that
yeah.
make that.
What is
I
a
mean,
German sympathizer?
like he allied him. Like he's like
somebody who
America's
thinks
trash.
that they were
I'm gonna
right.
align myself with the Europeans. Like
The Western powers. I don't know.
They kept putting him over as being a fan of Johnny Valentine and like a lot of old mean people. Like he looked great, but I don't like it wasn't a where the Danielson Bandito match was more of a
Yeah.
back and forth affair.
My bad.
A lot of this was Timothy Thatcher like finding ways to beat the shit out of Danielson, and then MJF came down to tease, and then Danielson hit him with the knee, and that was I don't know. It was a 3.5 star, almost 4 match,
well, it's
but
hard for Danielson to go from Takeshita and Bandito
Wait.
to Brian Cage and Timothy Thatcher. Like he needs to slow it down now for his sake.
Fam, can you put up Alabama Powers?
It's gonna be nasty, ain't it? Hold on.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Jeez, hey, on that note,
Get Block Powell's IP.
just go into the YouTube and say block this user. Nah, as we always do about this time.
Yeah.
Mimi. Black History Month
Oh.
is upon us. She wilding. Do you have
Let's say, where can you find me? You can find me in the tribal chief.
see exactly? Do you have a Black Rass of the week, Mimi?
My Black Wrestler of the week
Stop talking like
is.
I was saying, why are you talking like a first grader? My book reports about greens and
my
ham.
black- you know what?
There you go.
My Black Wrestlers of the week are the good folks at Something Else.
Okay.
Who's that?
I had an amazing time with them yesterday. I kicked off Black History Month with people, with family,
Okay.
where it matters.
Look at
Oh,
Look at
wait.
Mimi.
Nigga, Mark Henry.
Mimi spoiling the booking.
No bullshit. Goddamn, Mark Henry kicked off.
Oh,
my
Hey,
job.
Dave!
It
Hey,
ain't safe.
Dave!
It ain't safe.
No, it is all good. It is all good because Mark Henry did kick it off. But Mimi, just so y'all know, there's a lot in the chamber for Something Else. And that's no bullshit. That's y'all not ready. Y'all weren't ready for this week. Y'all not ready for next week, the week after,
Or Mimi's week.
or Mimi's week.
It's Sam's week.
I think that's how it's
I mean,
next week. It's
and
next
Drip's
week, the week after, and then Mimi's week.
Mine
I
would be
think.
mine would be the worst week. They'd be,
Yeah.
what do you want to talk about? Like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Like,
No bullshit.
We're going to get there.
There you go. I love it,
We're definitely going to get there.
brother fam.
It's like it'd be like you know what I'm saying. This how you do it. Like it's a gang. Like there's 5 of us, right?
Right.
It's a gang. You can't beat all 5 niggas up at once. So you gotta get each one of them one by one,
Facts.
and then knuckle them niggas up one by one. You know what I'm saying? And so
yeah, because when it
that
sits down to
being-
me, they're like, now he's helpless, and I'm like, oh shit, like,
Yeah, the black guys
right.
are gone.
Leave him for last.
Leave him
That
for
nigga's dessert. Hey man, my Black Rasslin of the Week's gonna have to be World's Strongest Man, Mark Henry.
Oof, love it. Shout to Mark Henry for real. Dropping gems.
Apparently, I'm a mutant Negro. Apparently.
You are, nigga. You really are.
Apparently, Charlotte Flair rocking with the Anyway. Brother Mav, who you got?
I want to go Ice Williams. Shout out to Ice Williams for winning the FSW Heavyweight Championship over the weekend.
That show from CNC Music Factory?
That's funny. That's funny.
I can't. I can't live.
Yo, Fresco and Watson, the other half of Lights Camera Faction, won the tag titles at FSW. But All Style Prial, shout out to All Style Prial, whose birthday is Tuesday.
Talk about it.
You already know.
Damn.
So
it's a wrap.
He got to be
all
the
the
Black
cupcakes.
Wrestler of the Week.
I respect.
Oh, show.
Actually, shouts out to Brian H. Waters. I believe his daughter just had one of his daughters had a birthday as well.
I think the same day.
Oh, it was the same day?
It was the first time I seen what is now deemed a cupcake sandwich. When
you never saw it when
you take the butt off and you put the butt on the top of the icing.
Put the butt on top.
This is shit that you're not supposed to do when you over 35.
Put the butt on top.
Who did that?
A child.
Who did it?
Who else?
It's flesh and blood.
My man. That's genetics. Nigga, we made spaghetti sandwiches.
No, those was fire.
But this is the new era.
With potato bread?
No, I think
we
this
ain't
is
had
him
that.
working
We ain't
around
had
like
that
what?
Wonder Bread.
Yeah, wonder.
Same,
No,
still
that-
good.
What you saying, Drip?
This is him working around like once you get the top, like, oh, I just have like the bread part. What if I took this
It's
and
science.
made it like an
It's alchemy.
Oreo? So now, I
Now
have frosting
every
in the
bite
middle.
has icing.
Yeah.
Yo, you ever
Right.
had a Choco Bliss?
Whoa.
You never
Yo.
had a
Choco
Look
Bliss
at his
was
face.
called
Look at his
dark-skinned
face.
people. Yo, every
That's
time
what
it
my
was
mother used to call. Yeah.
Choco Bliss was like a new hostess joint that only worked out for like 2 weeks. They had commercials and everything.
Only for the niggas.
Choco.
Yeah.
I don't think we had Choco Bliss. We had
Choco
Tasty
Bliss.
Cakes around here though.
Choco
We didn't have
I know we had all that, but yeah,
No,
it
I'm
was
saying-
just,
Twinkies.
the Tasty Cake is like a Philly thing. And so there was Tasty Cake stores near me where they only sold Tasty Cakes. So some spots wouldn't have Hostess. I never heard of a Choco Bliss.
Choco
Yeah.
Bliss.
Choco Bliss was they had a
Chocolate.
commercial. It was from the 80s. It was like, you know what I'm saying? And niggas was like, they had a whole little commercial. Choco Bliss, let's get dangerous. Nah, that's
Oh
something
my
different.
No, that was it. Choco cake. Eat so much you get a belly ache. That was it, son.
Shut the what? A chocolate lover's dream?
See? Listen, don't it sound like some nasty shit?
I mean, it looked interesting. I'll tell you that much.
That's what's
I
on
know
the
how
flyer.
it sounds delicious.
Hey, that's the party I'm throwing in
This
LA.
is it.
That's it.
That's it.
Choco Bliss,
Choco
a chocolate
Bliss.
flavored cake.
You hear that shit? The
Chocolate
cakes.
lover's dream.
The
that
chocolate
the-
cakes.
Is that the Choco Bliss? I'm putting that in the run. Peripheral
Ken
is probably
Lewis.
the name of the
Ken
episode.
Lewis,
But
hit the butt on top. The nuts is always on top.
y'all wildin'. Drip.
Ain't no
Who's your
butter
Black
on
Rasslin
top.
of the Week?
Ain't
Choco
butter on-
Bliss.
And Big Mike said, God damn.
God damn.
Nuh-uh. Who you think he got it from? He said Choco Bliss.
Look at that
I'm
Choco
throwing a party in LA
Bliss.
called Choco Bliss. Ladies and gentlemen, come to the
God
stage next.
God damn.
Choco Bliss.
Get torn out of here. Get torn out.
Coming to the stage from East Compton. Choco Bliss.
Choco Bliss.
They say if you
Choco
throw it
cake.
in the air, to turn in. No, man.
Sunshine. That's what got Drip caught up.
Sunshine.
These two
Drip.
Choco Bliss is over.
Drip, who's your Black Rasslin of the Week?
Shane Taylor Promotions.
Oh, yeah.
Because that gif of JD Griffey hitting the knee right before Shane Taylor does a package pile driver is like instant death. Like
I love
It
it.
is.
I love that's the
y'all
thing.
want to see a dead body? Like that's nah.
The idea of like
That's your
the
Kendrick Lamar voice.
I can do a better Kendrick Lamar than that.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Blafties. I'll do it on the Blafties.
Ain't no black this
Ain't no
week.
black
I
this
gotta-
week.
I
We'll see
gotta-
you next week.
Niggas
gotta
going to
pick.
sleep.
he'll do it next week because I gotta pee. We ain't blasting tonight.
I got it.
My Black Rass of the week is Tuco Scorpio. Only because I watched a Tuco Scorpio Dean Malenko match. Patreon.com/Black Rass. You can
was
find
fire,
that.
too.
I watched that. I watched Def Comedy Jam, Martin Lawrence roasting people before they would actually have a show, and Positive K's I Got a Man video. It all makes sense, trust me.
You gotta do
But
it.
not watching Tuco Scorpio in a match with Dean Malenko in 1995, and it wasn't just him having to flip over and do it. Like
Nah, he mad wrestled in that bitch.
Joe Dixon said, "Hey, I know you're trying to watch more black people this month, but you might need to run a couple more Tuco Scorpio. We may have to watch a couple more Tuco Scorpio matches over on the Patreon. Pay the 1, pay the 10. We're out of here. Mimi, where can people find you on them social medias?
Oh my God. Get her the fuck out.
And it's not Roman Reigns.
You could
has
find
a
me under his
TikTok now.
mentions.
Does he have a TikTok?
No,
He needs help.
Yes.
Mimi needs to help him out. His TikTok is just him being like, I'm
Old
Roman
man.
Reigns. That's it.
And
Like,
yo, what happened to Roman on the bike, man? Roman on the bike used to be tough.
Yeah, that was fire.
yeah, who knows? Good
He got
question.
too big.
but no, the pandemic.
He
stops.
did.
Hey, get me out of here.
Let's go, Mimi. Where can people?
Did.
She get her the fuck
They went
out
back
of
on the road. That's why
here. We
those
don't want
stopped.
to follow her. Get her out of here. Get her the fuck
You
out
do want to follow me.
of here. Get her out of here. Jesus Christ.
You can find me at
Wow, wow.
I am Mimi Shells on Twitter.
He's so much getting
Bam.
You follow me at Something Else Pod. That's something else with no G, because we all the G you need. You can follow me at Where's Buffy on all social media every Friday night, live on Black Rasslin YouTube, and then Tuesdays over at the actual at the Where's Buffy YouTube spot. And of course, if you want to follow me personally, you know what I mean? If you it's not for the kind of heart, you know what I mean? I'm not for the soft niggas, like, you know what I mean? You can follow me, but I might offend you, IlFam79, on all social media.
Man, don't follow me nowhere, man.
You can follow
Drippy.
me on Twitter at Davis, aka Drip, Instagram, Davis Colton DC, White Noise every weekend on the BRP Patreon, along with Black Watch with Fam and Downtown Tony Brown, Black Rasslin Reaction Podcast Club with Cal, Something Else, like Pam said, every Wednesday on the Black Rasslin YouTube. Every Thursday night, we're here, the 5 of us, full strength, Black Rasslin proper.
I'm off next week.
Thank
Never mind.
Never
Man
mind.
down, but we
Don't
stand
even-
strong.
I take that
you. It'll
back.
be 4 mics next week.
I take that back. It's 4 mics.
Jesus. I'm at Cal on
Hey,
Twitter.
one more time. Watch this.
At Cal on Twitter. At Black Rasslin on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're at Black Rasslin _ on TikTok. BlackRasslin.com is a website. As always, you can find the Black Rasslin Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, wherever you get your podcasts, we're there. Most importantly, youtube.com/Black Rasslin every Thursday, 8:35 p.m., giving you 5 mics of podcasting excellence. It's Black History Month, so shouts out to all the historical Black folks, but really celebrate Black history every day. Patreon.com/Black Rasslin. Pay the 1, pay the 10. You already know the fucking vibe. Shouts out to the chat. Thanks for always being here. New Jack. Oh,
Yo,
let me
chocolate flavored is some crazy shit.
Choco Bliss
Word.
is crazy. New Jack,
I'm not just like
take us out.
Like me or not, I didn't come up here to be liked. I came up here to get paid.